And we are live. Saturday night. It is the Rudy G's Funk Show. And yes, we're going to try a new beer. And most importantly, we are going to talk about the draft. We have to. We have to. If you don't know, and you're a Browns fan, you should be very, very happy with this draft. Very happy. But first, let's check out this beer, and we'll get around to these fellas. All right, I'm putting my fucking Googles on, bloody. There we are. Let's read this bad boy. Got some decent lighting here. Well, this was brewed in New York. Listen to this. Brewed and bottled by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York, USA. And underneath it says, "Why the hell not?" Which is funny, It's cool. And this is a double stout, double milk stout, and I don't necessarily know what that means because I'm just an amateur, and there's no real articulation about this beer that I can find. But I saw the double milk stout, and I was really curious about what that meant. It is a 7.5 by volume, which probably used to disturb me a little bit, but I'm no longer disturbed. A lot of these great beers, they really hide that alcohol with some great ingredients. So we no longer fear these 7.5 and above beers. Yeah. And if you're watching or going to watch us later, man, I'm glad you do, because there is a lot of stuff to talk about, particularly about these kind of top four guys that we got here are looking really good, looking like really good picks. And hopefully by the end of the night, we can articulate how we really got some of these guys. But yeah, let's dive in. I got my Baltica glass, and once again, I still don't know what the fuck it means, but I really like this glass. It's really thin. It's got a ergonomics, for you gun guys, ergonomics. It's just got a good grip. It's light. And yeah, we're gonna pop this beer open, check her out. Double milk stout, and like I said, there's no real articulation about what's going on with it, but I'm excited to try it. I don't know about you guys. All right, I don't need me Googles anymore. Here we go. Pop the baby up. You settle down over there, sister. Yeah, I didn't open it with my hands. I had to use a bottle opener. Gotta do my beer joke every day, don't I? We're gonna do us bottle smell here. Oh, that smells pretty good. Have to admit that smells pretty good. Ooh. All right, let's give her a pour. We'll do 45-degree angle, and we won't spill any. Ooh, and it's deep, dark, and delicious looking. I'm gonna keep a 45. Oh, I won't get to. It's the head's getting big. I'll keep it there. Be gentle. Be gentle. Oh. I was gentle, and I still got large head. I like it. Am I already seeing ingredients in that head? It's okay. Oh, I have to put you right back in the pack there, pal. All right. Southern Tier. Double stout. Oh, and it smells good. It smells good. It smells real good. Wow. Just after my first drink, that finish is impressive. Malty. Got the head grabbing the glass already. I'm tasting a little bit of alcohol, but it's not huge. It is a lot higher than a lot of the stuff I drink. Random Steely. Thanks for dropping in, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man. I know you guys got Devin Bush. We got some pretty good guys too, man. I'm really impressed, and I'm gonna try to give it my best to give my 2 cents about these guys, man. Right, and yeah, that's what Devin Bush was. They had him ranked number 2 behind Devin White, correct? Devin White looked really good in the combine, and that's one of the things uh, I want to talk about tonight too. And I really want you guys to agree or disagree on my thoughts on the combine. Um, and of course, I titled. If you see the title, I did title it. Greedy Redwine. Greedy the. Right, and that's you're helping my point. I think of it a little bit random. Yeah, we got the corner out of LSU. We got Greedy Williams. We got Sheldrick Redwine, the safety out of MU, out of Miami. We got from Birmingham. We got the linebacker from Takitaki, Sion Takitaki, Takitaki. I like saying that. And from Bama Lamba, man. Yeah, I think you're right, Random, about Metcalf. And I kind of articulated that on one of the earlier episodes of the Rudy G. Funk show. Um, yeah, I don't. If you watch, if you dig analytics and you check out Common Man Football, he wasn't in his top 5 receivers. Because it was a production thing with him. Who was it? Who was next to him? AJ Jones. Wasn't it Jones that was next to him at Mississippi? That was very productive. Or AJ Brown. AJ Brown. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm flip flopping shit. Yeah, AJ Brown. Good for you. Thank you, Steely. Yeah, Mac Wilson from Bama Lamba, man. What a one word really sums up these 4 guys, and we got more violent. And Random, you can appreciate this because I think back on some of the stuff I would talk about with Carl Nassib, with Denzel Ward, DZ Ward. These guys are violent, man, and I dig it, man. You know what? The Raiders? No, I'm just kidding. Uh, yeah, but if you know the old Steelers, man, we are well rounded on defense now. I really like these guys. I'm not saying all of these guys are going to start like immediate, but you are going to hear these guys' names, man. Uh, best wide receiver in the draft. Who did they get? I think I saw a video from Engravings. You guys ever watch Engravings? Who did they get? Who? Mm. Yeah, and don't forget, Random. You still have Washington and Juju Smith. You got Highwood Brown. It's Antonio Brown's cousin. Wait, get out of here! Is it really? Anyway, or maybe it is. Maybe I did hear something like that. Wow, interesting. Hey, Random. Let's talk about the combine. And let me start by saying this. Just my experience watching combines, how guys get drafted, how things work out for a lot of these guys. Um, the combine, you got the people that say that the combine doesn't matter. There's always the thirds. Everything kind of comes in thirds. Third of the things say who gives a shit about the combine? You watch the fundamentals. And what's hilarious is like all 3 of them are kind of true at the same time, which is really strange. The only thing I can really compare the combine to is like a lie detector test. And allow me to verbalize this. Um, you got your guys that are proud and true, and they're going to do good in the combine, and like your Christian McCaffreys, they're going to blow up the fucking combine. They just got their shit together. They work on stuff for the combine, and they're very good in the combine. And he is true. He's a very talented dude. Just like Devin White. These guys look really great. They are true. They're telling the truth. Back on the lie detector thing. Some guys get nervous. They know it's a lie detector test. They don't show up so well. And even though they might be truthful, they don't come up so well with the lie detector test. And some guys are just good at lying. I mean, this is kind of how I feel about the combine after, with all my experience. I don't want you to think with all my experience watching the combine, but that is one way I think that the combine kind of works. And then you got guys that are like injured. And two specific guys that I do want to talk about tonight and that is Greedy Williams. And I'm changing his name to Greedy Ass Williams, and Mack Wilson. Both of these guys, if you watch their combine, really might help explain why they slipped in the draft and why we got such talented guys towards the middle and end of the draft here. Greedy Williams, if you go on YouTube and you watch his combine stuff, I think is it Irving that helps do the combine, because I thought I recognized his voice, but they show Greedy Williams doing his kind of back run, where he's running backwards through the cones and then he turns and runs a 180-degree turn. I'm not really sure what they call it because I'm an imbecile, but both on left and right side turns, it looked like he took a little bit too much time to recover. So if you just watch the combine, you just base everything off this combine, you probably didn't like that. He's a DB, he's a corner. You need to open up your hips. But if you go and you watch his stuff fundamentally, this dude had no trouble opening up his hips and doing everything he needed to do to be a smackdown fucking corner. But I think his combine did hinder him a little bit. And he should have been higher, in my opinion. And if you watch Botch Lombardi, he's got a nice fundamental, what would you call it, breakdown of his stuff. And he admits it was a very good game, that he was, Greedy Williams did very good in it. And he had some games as LSU was, and he kind of articulates, as LSU was starting to lose some games, the whole team was kind of losing a little confidence, and he might have been a part of that. But there was no doubt that the kid was very talented, did a lot of stuff well, very mature and very patient, which really interests me. He has Denzel Ward type stuff. He doesn't have a huge tackle market share, but he's running a 4.38. He's got the speed. And if you just to go back on what was it, the Shermer days, the Justin Gilbert days, when they told Justin Gilbert they're trying to teach him to trust his speed, there is no doubt that Greedy Ass Williams, man, trusts his speed. He is very patient. He watches, he tries to figure out exactly what this receivers are doing before they do it, which is sorry about my nose, but when I talk, my big ass nose like vibrates, sort of like itches, Everybody don't mean much to me. Many players that don't remember this combine are really good. Right. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And it is a mixed bag. It really does seem like it, just to me, mentally, fundamentally, the combine it really kind of slices up into those thirds, where you got brick shit houses like Metcalf, that right. I mean, there's so many different examples. What's the difference between AB and Metcalf? You think? I mean, that's a great observation. Great observation. It's a perfect one. It's a perfect analytical study of two late and relatively, because I think Metcalf might have been overdrafted. Which is I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for saying that. Mm. Oh, that's a good beer. Southern Tier. You make good beer. I'm liking it. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about the nose thing. That is true. Ever since I've been doing these videos and I talk a lot, my nose itches, and it's because it's big. Look at that fucking thing. Okay. Anyway. So back on the combine. Yeah. Greedy Williams had that kind of red flag. And Irving was there to see it and be like, oh, you hear Irving, everybody loves what he's great, So I think that helped Williams slip in the draft a lot farther than he should have been drafted. We might have got the number 2 corner in this. Maybe it could be number 1. I'm not going to cut the dude short, Right. And what is that, random? Is it the difference between somebody telling you what to do? Okay, hey, run this, and the actual urgency of football live, that disparity that I'm talking about. Okay, you run from here to here. Whereas, I just caught this pass and these guys are going to rip my fucking head off if I let them. There's got to be some kind of disparity between the two, and I think really explains the Jerry Rice, because that dude was fast on the field, when he got the ball. So, and this is the thing. This is the kind of things that I like to watch for. You guys like to watch for. I know you guys are no different than me. You want to be right as much as possible. That whole Belichickian thing, it's better when you're right and you see these kind of things. And I think at least Fox Lombardi helped me see that Greedy Williams is a very good corner. And there's, I'm not going to, there's no way he's not knocking off Denzel Ward or anything like that, because, I love DZ. That's my dude. That's why I made the video I did about him. He does a lot of things well. So does Greedy. If anything, he's a very great complementary corner to DZ. And I think these guys will compete for numbers, for productivity. But let's move on to Sheldrick Redwine, which is kind of a cool fucking name, but I still have to think about it to articulate the whole thing. This is another guy that I didn't know of, and this is what's weird. What's unfolding with me personally with this draft is because we were picking so late. I didn't really do too much fundamental watching or anything like that, and I think a lot of you guys might not have. The greatest of all time, didn't it? Oh, okay. I'm just reading over that last one. This draft is kind of opening up to me now because of what the Browns had done, and you're trying to kind of appraise the draft because you hear what you hear, you decide what you decide. There is a disparity between the two, and I'm trying to come to somewhat of an apex on an appraisal of this draft. Now, when you hear it's deep defensively, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? There's just a lot of defensive players in it, and then I'm hearing stuff from like Fox Lombardi where the disparity in talent is starting to close, coming to an apex, in a certain sense, between first round, second round, third round. A lot of these guys are closing the gaps talent-wise. And this is going to be a really cool year to watch, not just because of what the Browns are doing, but because of this draft. I really want to keep an eye out for these other guys and see what kind of disparity there is in their talent. Because after watching these four guys, I really like them. I mean, we're talking from a defensive standpoint. I mean, these guys are violent, man. I mean, these guys tackle. These guys tackle hard. They're very good tacklers. They're Steeler-esque in myself. You know, I kind of always use that. I like to use Steelers as a kind of a comparison because they've been whooping the shit out of us so much. Because we get, you know, AB running it back and kicking punters in the face. You know, this is the kind of guys that these guys seem to be. Steeler-esque, Raven-esque kind of guys. And they're coming here, and we're landing these guys. So there's 4 or 5 different reasons to really be excited about this draft. And Sheldrick Redwine is another one of them that I really didn't know, really didn't watch. It wasn't until we accumulated him that I started watching some of his stuff. And a growing kid. I mean, this kid, I think his freshman year, he was on special teams. The next year, I think he was playing a little bit of corner. And as he was taking on more responsibility, he was thriving. He is still growing. And I can't help but say a lot of the stuff reminds me of Palomalu, you know, Palmolive, which I like to call him because he is a Steeler. But so we try to make him sound as gay as possible. But you guys know that I respect the Steelers, and I can fuck around like that and say that dumb shit. I know you guys aren't offended because you guys always been really cool to us. And but he's got Palomalu's. Can I say that? Palomalu. Anyway, he reminds me of him, and I haven't really heard anybody say that. They're always breaking down numbers and comparing him to a yeah, I don't know, random. I just can't say it yet, dude. I'm just not on board with that yet. But very good in zone coverage, very watching the quarterback's eyes, watching his movements, watching his traits, ball awareness. This is another thing that even with some of the Sashi picks, you know, like I said, Carl Nass of this. These guys are just ball aware, unlike a lot of the guys that we've drafted in the past. Our offense, did I say that again? Our office is solid, man. I mean, it's solid. These guys are really getting our shit together, and they're getting it fucking quick. And there's a great trust between these guys that I can't really explain. I mean, besides them being friends and that whole thing. But it's nice to see, or it's nice to feel something so solid on the Browns. It just doesn't seem like it's ever been like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna win MVP. So yeah, right. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. But back on Redwine, you know. Hey, let's go. There's Nathaniel. How you feeling there, buddy? Feeling all right? I hope you had a good day, man. I really do. Was it a little bit better? I hope. Finishing up the week, Labby. Ooh, Cornelius. Oh, hey, Cornelius, are you a new subscriber, buddy? I'm sorry, I didn't get your last name because I'm fucking blind. Evasion, is that your last name, if you don't mind me saying? Anywhere, Cornelius, it's good you have it aboard if you're a subscriber, Cornelius. A draft grade? that's rough, but I might do that. Uh, I might do that, Cornelius. A draft grade. God, I don't want to overgrade it because not only do I have the beer goggles on, but I have the fucking Browns goggles on. I mean, I'm giddy, man. I'm giddy about these guys. These guys are going to be good. These guys are going to be. These are the guys that I'm going to be getting texts from our rival teams where that's not a good hit. That should have been a foul. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna get this year because of these guys. These guys are violent. They're ball hawks. They cover well. I mean, it's kind of weird. This four have a lot of similar production traits in a certain sense. They got a lot of the same fundamentals. Diverse, they do a lot of things well. I'm just very impressed that we got these guys. Sorry, I get pop-up shit all the time. It goes away by itself because I'm too fucking slow. Anyway, let me take a drink here. But anyway, a draft grade, I got to give it an A. I can't not give it one. From what we did in the off season, we lost our first round pick, or not lost it, but picking it at 40, I think it was 49. We moved up to 46 to get Greedy Ass Williams, and that is his name from now on the Rudy G Funk Show. He is Greedy Ass Williams, and you're gonna like him if you're a Browns fan. You are gonna like him. He does a lot of stuff well. He's got height. He covers everybody well. He's very patient. Really decent fundamentals, and he fucks with people too, man. I mean, this is when I say we got more violent, I mean it. These guys throw guys around and stand over them when they're fucking done. Like, you got something to fucking say because I just whooped your ass. I mean, this is who these guys are, and I mean that from Greedy Ass Williams to fucking to Mack Wilson. He don't like to tackle, but what? right, exactly. Well, this is where I think he's very similar to DZ Ward. Is he's got to work on his traps, man. He's got to work on his traps. He's got to get them traps bigger, man, to hold that head in place. And I mean that when I say that fundamentally. He's got to get thicker neck. He's got to get thicker shoulders. He needs some stock up there so he ain't getting whooped around and shit. Or when he's trying to make a tackle, some tight end is fucking knocking his ass off, just running over him. And you're right about that, Cornelius. I really believe that. But, Greedy is annoying the fuck out of his receivers, man. He's toe-to-toe with them. He'll give them space, and then at the last second, very much like DZ Ward, he'll cover that space. He trusts his speed. He is fast, and he's lanky, and he gets in there and he works them. And I love him. And I love him where we got him. At 46. The value of this draft, I give it an A just for the value. Where we got these guys, how good they are, their ceilings. And I especially want to talk about Redwine with ceilings. Like I said, as his years went on in college, he kept accepting more responsibility and what would you call that? Exceeding that. And even like his last year when Miami seemed to drop off, he was still productive. So it wasn't like he dropped off, and I always kind of compare the stock market to that. I compare it to like a great stock that even though perhaps he was, they might have lost money this quarter, they still up their dividends and still pay you back. He's going to be this guy, in my opinion, that is going to be close to like a Palmolive, from the Steelers. And I have trouble pronouncing his name, so I'm just going to call him Palmolive from now on. Palomaliu. It's the L. It's the Lu. Lou. Hold on. I need my truth serum. Paul Amalu, right? Paul Amalu. Anyway, totally into that fucking dude. I do like him. We do need a good tackler. We need a violent tackler at strong safety, and I do think he is going to compete for that job. And he's got a higher ceiling than I think a lot of these guys. Not our guys that we drafted. I mean, safeties. He only really, I think, what did he play? A year and a half playing strong safety. So a lot of his highlights, a lot of his fundamentals, he's still got a lot of growth there. Watch your drinking now, Rudy. Okay, you don't like the tech. Okay. Well, this, let me pull the pack in front of you so you can see for sure. It's a Southern Tier double stout. And I couldn't find some of the other stuff from the recommendations from Joey and Roach and my other beer snob friends. But I saw that double stout, and double milk stout rather, and I was so interested by seeing it. And it's got a cool box and shit. But I wanted to try it because I wanted to taste what a double milk stout, because I don't understand necessarily what it is. With the double milk, if it's a double, whatever, what is it, lactose or lactate or what the hell they use in these things? Yeah, Cornelius, I don't know if you watched any of my other videos, but I was pretty sad when they got rid of Peppers, especially when we got rid of Hugh. It really did seem like Jabril was really stepping up. He was really starting to grow and become I'm going to say it again, that Steelers-esque hitter that we want to accumulate. I really liked him when we got him. I'm pretty sure that's not it's my beer. They thought I farted. Oh, right. What a nice ending that was too. He's a fucking hero. And another thing too is the fans were really starting to come around to him. Even though I liked him, I always kind of felt he was hindered somehow. When we got rid of, is that? No, it is not. I'm afraid it is not Stumbler. I'm all by myself. I'm running solo tonight. Shame on him. Anyway, Jabril, I really liked him, and I was sad to see him leave. Because, God damn it, we drafted him. I wanted to see his. Yeah, hey, Random. God bless you, man. Thanks for chiming in, man. I really appreciate that. Aw, man. Nathaniel. Yeah, I was sad to see him go. And he did have those Steeler-esque qualities, that hard-hitting, the blitz. He did a lot of stuff well, I thought. Now, putting him 20 yards back and asking him to cover that much ground was certainly a problem for him. Especially being kind of the lone man standing. He didn't play very well in that situation, Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that was a disappointment. But see, I saw a little bit of brilliance in there, but I think it was my Browns goggles with his because every once in a while I'd see him make this move and I'd be like, okay, he's gonna break one, and he wouldn't get very much, and No, yeah, right. It's but it seemed like he started to improve. There's a huge disparity between our players, man. It's just the waters are just always muddy with the Browns, and you take Hugh out of the equation, all of a sudden everybody's playing better. And then we get rid of him. It's like, it's a little sad. I almost feel bad for Jabril, even though I think he'll grow, and I think he's got a high ceiling too. But, he's on the Giants, and I kind of hope he doesn't really do too good, to be honest with you. But I take that back. I mean this when I say this. I want the AFC North to be good. I think I might have said it on another episode of the Rudy G. Funk Show. Um, I want this conference to be good. I want the Steelers to be good. I want the Ravens to be good. I want Cincinnati to be good. And I want to be better than them. This is what I want to happen in our conference. I want, we're playing these guys 6 times a year. I want to be playing good teams, so when we make the playoffs, we're not going one and done. Maybe we can reflect on Cincinnati a little. Cincinnati that will squeak into the playoffs and they're one and done. Maybe that's kind of our faults in a certain, not our faults, like blame us for it. But when you got 2 wins a year, that's huge, I think. And I'm just kind of realizing that now. I don't want Cincy to just go down and become garbage, man. I don't. All right, Nate. Hey, God bless you, man. Sleep well, buddy. I'm glad you chimed in, and I really appreciate that. A strong AFC North is a good thing. I want our conference to dominate the league. I want these battles. I want to win the Super Bowl. I mean, look at Cam Newton and Carolina. They had a relatively easy schedule, and then I don't want to say they got shut out, but they were. If I'm not, were they? Who is more likely to win that Super Bowl? Like betting wise, was it Denver? I'm not sure. But a good defense kind of shut them down. I see. Maybe that's not such a good analogy. But Carolina did had a pretty good schedule, and I appreciate you guys chiming in. What's the shit you're supposed to say? Hit like, subscribe. If you like being here and you guys like bullshit about the Browns, you like bullshit about the NFL, and you want free reign, this is Freedom Channel 6000. Hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell thingy up there. Hit that thing so you know that we're getting on, because I really like to do all my. I don't edit. So I really like doing all my stuff live, and I really like winging it. So if you like that, if you dig that, subscribe, hit the little bell, and you'll know when we're coming out all the time. I'm not a news breaking guy. If you're new here, I don't break news. I do break wind, and my wife hates me for it, but I really try to sum everything up and sit back and try to soak everything in and try to come with a somewhat of an educated answer as to what's going on in football, especially with the Browns. This is a Browns channel. It is Brown oriented, but I do try to talk a little bit of NFL for what I know about, and that's what this channel is. So if you like the stuff we do, really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys chiming in. Cornelius, if you're a new subscriber, we do want to keep you here. Cornelius, is that your real name? Not that there's anything wrong with that. But anyway, God bless you. Here's to you. I'm finishing this beer. I'm about to crack another one. So anyway, did I totally articulate everything I wanted to do with the red wine, Sheldrick? His growth was a nice gradual one. I can't help but say that enough. That and if you go to MU's, they have a fundamental guy that verbalizes some of these guys that are coming out into the draft and where they should go. And he does a pretty good job, I think. Even though he's an MU guy, it was a pretty unbiased kind of snapshot of who he was. And he talked about a game, I think it was with Boise, that I did not watch. I did not watch this game, but he said that Redwine had a little trouble with Buddy Boy. Buddy Boy, are you a new subscriber, buddy? Buddy Boy, that's great. That is that great. If you are, I appreciate it. What was I saying? Sometimes I get a little fucked up when I start writing this shit. And if I do miss any kind of message, I know it's not flying in here or anything, but if I do, I'm sorry. Because subscriber interaction is like the whole basis of this channel. Anyway, Redwine had, I think it was Boise State. He had trouble with the tight end, which everybody has trouble with tight ends, man. How often do tight ends not get what they want? You know what I mean? They're big fucking brick fucking trains running at you. But he did point out that he did have a lot of trouble in space with tight ends, and if that was some kind of red flag. But I have to kind of chalk it up to that because I'm a Browns fan, and that everybody has trouble covering tight ends. They're just too big, Yeah, I wonder if that's true. Meet the Mets. I wonder if he comes on tonight and talks some, because he's a Giants fan, pretty big Giants fan. He's a New York fan. He does the baseball, basketball, and football. He's a New York Giants fan. Yeah, I kind of wonder what Giants fans are thinking, man, because I hear it's not really too good. And they're getting whooped on, obviously, from am I glitching? I just thought I saw a glitch. Anyway, I got shit fucking popping. Oh, and it fucking goes away as soon as I go to click on it. Good for him. Who is that? Cornelius? Cornelius. Who is that, Cornelius? Who is that you're talking about? Yeah, who did the Pats get? We should be scared of this guy? Because I remember there was a guy that I liked out of UConn, University of Connecticut. I think the Raiders got him. I can't remember the dude's name because it was really big and long. And but I liked him because he was a really big. Oh, he was a safety. I'm sorry, he was a safety. He wasn't a cornerback. But oh wow, look at that beer. You guys drink beer? What are you guys drinking tonight? Let me know. Are you guys old enough to drink? You better be old enough to drink, or maybe you shouldn't be on my channel. Yeah, who was the guy, Cornelius? Okay, Cornelius, I swear I'm not going to laugh anymore when I say your name. Jaquan Williams, Vanderbilt. Maybe I'll check him out. Because like I said, I was just kind of waiting to see, because it seemed like the draft was so big with talent that I was just kind of waiting to see who the Browns draft and just working my way that way and just kind of, but I would like to watch him and compare him to Sheldrick and see if there's any kind of disparity between the two. Because I believe Sheldrick's 6'2" or something like that. Oh, and he's a quarterback. I'm talking Greedy Ass Williams. He is 6'1" and 7'8", so he's basically 6'2". 6'4", huh? 211. Yeah, that is big. That's a big ass fucking corner. Excuse me a second, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna piss real quick. All right, I'm back. Excuse me. Anywho, jeez. Oh, he is. I haven't even checked him. I haven't even gotten to that yet. You know, we got a guard. Um, isn't that true? Didn't we get a guard, or was it a? Yeah, it was a guard, right? Didn't we get a guard too? At like two. I can't remember what the hell it was. Um, yeah, you know what's hilarious is I just heard a guy call. You know, I was driving home from work, and I heard a guy call in like, you know, I know I like all these guys and blah blah blah. And he's like, but don't you think we should, you know, draft a kicker? You know. And it's hilarious because right after that, I get home and here comes up on my phone, you know, from the Browns app that we drafted a kicker. So it's just, it's a good draft. I have to give it an A. And that kind of was a kind of a finishing blow there. And I don't know whether the dudes get good or not. I mean, I believe you, buddy boy. The names, it's just funny, buddy boy. That's good. I like it. Buddy boy. Okay, I need some truth there. It is. It's almost hilarious, you know, that we wound up getting a kick or two out of this. I mean, it just kind of rounded off so well this year. I have to give it an A. Despite all our late picks, and they were patient. You know, he didn't reach. You know, Dorsey and the boys, they didn't reach at all. I definitely do not think that they were reaching for greedy ass Williams when they got him. I think he should have been a late first round pick myself. You know, I really don't think they were reaching, or maybe even a middle first round. I really like that dude. I think he's going to be very good, very patient, very mature for his age. He just kind of reminds me of DZ, man, a lot. Frame, you know, you name it, whatever kind of comparison. I think he's going to be great for us. Redwine, like I said, he just grows. He keeps accumulating. What would you call it? Responsibility, and he accepts it and excels at it. And I think he's going to be very good here. You're going to hear his name. You're going to hear him first in special teams, and I think the same thing's going to happen to him here that happened at Miami. They're going to start him off with like special teams and stuff like that, and they're going to gradually give him more. Wow, did you hear that? Give him more and more responsibility, and he's going to accept that. You know, +2 in a certain sense, or +3, however you want to say that, +1 in the gun sense. But I like him a lot. We haven't even got to Takitaki. You know, this dude is. They really like him. I don't know if I like him as much as they do, though. To be honest with you, when I watched some of his stuff, I wasn't like terribly impressed with the guy. Elliot Wolf like had a lot of great stuff to say about him. There is one thing though that I totally agree with, and he is a very violent we got more violent with these guys, which is like, and I have to go with the A rating. These guys are making us better tackle wise. These guys are, you know, core tackling guys, man, where they're getting them right at their core and they're putting them down and walking them backwards. Steeleresque, old Steeleresque guys, winning battles on defense. That's who these guys are. And we are going to, he's another name you're going to hear, and you're going to be impressed with, I think. And if you, I don't know, have any of you guys scouted any of these guys? I mean, personally, who we still got two guys. Is it Cornelius and Buddy Boy? You guys still there? Do you guys go to sleep? I probably put you to sleep when I went and took a piss. But anyway, Yeah, let's move on to this dude because he is diverse. Like he said, they put him in a lot of different, and a lot of these guys were like this. He did play everything. They had him everywhere, and almost in a strong. Some of the stuff was, I think, was almost strong safety stuff. Um, but he's not a joke or anything like that. This dude's no joke. He's a ball player. And he's diverse, and we are going to hear his name too. Hey, Mack Wilson. Let's move on to Mack Wilson. And this was what Random Stealing and I, the Steelers dude, were talking about earlier with the combine. From what I understand, and this was his words, he was dealing with like a hamstring injury with the combine. So he didn't run very well. I couldn't find anything that showed some of his cone stuff on YouTube because they edit and bit that stuff together. And I didn't see anything on him with cones, but I'm guessing it didn't look as good. And this guy probably got flagged because of this, some of these injuries or this injury that he had. Which goes back on the explanation of what the combine is. It is kind of a lie detector test. And you get hurt, you get red flagged. You try and lie, and you're not good at it. You're going to get red flagged. In my opinion, that's the best explanation of what the combine is. It is important. I'm not with that third that says the combine ain't shit because it tells a lot of stuff. You can watch his stuff and. Mack Wilson, he's pretty fucking impressive. Oh, Garrett Bush put some stuff out. That's cool. I'm glad he started tubing again. Jared Bush, man, I don't know if you guys watch his stuff, man. He's got a pretty good YouTube feed too, and I just saw for the first time that he came out with something, obviously because of the draft, but I must admit, I'm starting to feel a little buzzed right now. But I'm going to keep going. Mack Wilson, he's a fucking terror. And he might be the worst of all. I mean, when I mean worst, I mean the most violent. He might be the most violent tackler on the team right now. And where the fuck did we get him? Oh my God, man, he was late. He was late, man, and we got him late, and I think it's because of the combine. I think it was because of that hamstring injury that put out a lot of red flags, and a lot of people waited on him except us. And I'm glad we didn't, man. I think Mack Wilson is going to be very good, man. He's going to be very good. I like this dude. He's like fucking 6'2". Oh, man. Once he starts working with the boys, man, you're going to hear his fucking name, Probably the same thing on special teams. I don't know. I think these guys on special teams are going to be betting who to see who, fucking rips some dude's head off or something like that, And I'm half joking, But he's impressive. He fell way, way back in the draft, and patiently we waited and we got him. We had to have heard what everybody was saying about this combine. I'm guessing, just from what I've seen. And if you watch his combine in his time, I think he ran a 4.71 or something like that, which between the rest of them, you look at Devin White, you look at Devin Bush, they did so well in the combine that they just tuck this dude way in the fucking back, man, and we will take him. We have him. He's a fucking Cleveland Brown, and you're going to hear his name. You're going to hear his name. He's going to be good. I don't want to say he's just going to go in there and start, I'm just saying he's going to get in here and he's going to tumble with the dudes, and you're going to keep hearing his name. And very much like Sheldrick Redwine, he's just going to keep getting better and better. You're going to keep hearing his name more and more, and they'll start. We got starters here. I really believe that. These guys look good fundamentally on fucking tape, man. They do. They look good. I like them, and that only contributes to them being an A. This being an A grade for a draft, in my opinion. Which will be great, and I can't wait to see after this year's over. How we look at what everybody. I don't even know. I haven't even heard anybody grade this draft yet. Pardon me. And I'm sure that I do have my Browns goggles on, but I can't wait to see by the end of this year how right I might have been that these guys accumulate more responsibility over the year, and you hear their names more, you know. But I'm gonna pause right now and grab a half a smoke. So give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna take a couple hits off of smoke, and I've only had one beer and a half, and I have to admit I'm pretty buzzed off this fucking. But it's good, man. I like it. It's a really good beer. I'm still tasting the alcohol though, which isn't huge because I'm still tasting a lot of good stuff in here. But yeah, we're gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke right now. So give me, I don't know, less than 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. It's raining. You guys hear the rain? Hold on a second. It's raining. It's creepy. It's a creepy rain. Oh. This is good sleeping weather. Nice steady drum of slow rain. Oh, that was delicious. That was delicious. All right, we're back. We are back. Oh, here we go. All right, guys. Well, I think I kind of said what I'm going to say tonight. I'm about ready to get off here. I don't know who's with us. Who's with us here? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, Cornelius, are you here with us, brother? Were you a Ghoul fan? 70s TV horror host Ron Swede. Ooh, that's a little bit before my time. I knew of him. But I was a second Ghoul guy. I was born in 71. So, we were big Chuck and Little John. The second Ghoul, or what's this? What was the second Ghoul? Ghoulardi. Yeah, we were Ghoulardi watchers, and we really liked him. Yeah, super host, big Chuck and Little John, Goulardi. This is what was going on when I was a watcher, old enough to understand how kick-ass they were. I don't know if you're here listening. You might have been might have left already because I didn't answer your question. Maybe I didn't see it come up. And once again, after Goulardi. Oh, did he really? The ghoul died? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Son of a bitch. That fucking sucks. I think we're gonna see with all the retro stuff that's going on and how everything kind of needs to get recycled. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of guys doing this kind of stuff where you're, hosting these these great movies like they did. Oh God, I love that, man. I think about Big Chuck and Little John and Friday nights. God, what a fucking treat it was when we were kids to be able to stay up late. It's the weekend. You didn't got school. God, we would watch these movies, and they just seem so fucking awesome. Big Chuck and Little John was my number one. I really made it a point to watch a lot of their stuff. And I was really sad to see them go because they were really cool. Or Big Chuck and Houlihan, either one. I love their skits. I love the, they had the audience there that were watching. It was just a really good time for kids, in my opinion. And I think a lot of kids these days miss out on that kind of entertainment. Not that there isn't enough entertainment out there, but that families sit around watching, doesn't really happen anymore with our phones and all that fucking shit. But yeah, it's too bad. And I hope we do a 360 and come back to that kind of stuff, because I'd love to do that stuff, but there's so many good guys out there that review movies and stuff like that. And if you haven't heard of Flick Connections, check that dude out. He's great. He does what he does very well, and I think, to be honest with you, I think he's the best out there right now. I really do. Especially with the streams, man. He really gives you a jump on all the streaming stuff that's coming out, new movies that are coming to theaters. He's my type of guy. When he articulates movies, he likes a lot of stuff that I like. I like a lot of stuff that he recommends. My wife and I do. And if you haven't checked out Flick Connection, check him out, because now he's getting big. And a lot of the guys and girls that I watch on YouTube are just getting big. They're getting huge. They're becoming stars. And I think Flick Connection is one of them. He's interviewing actors and stuff now. So, Michael D, how you doing, brother? How you been? Thanks for chiming in, brother. I appreciate it. What's on your mind, bud? We've been articulating for I don't know how long we've been there. Over an hour, a little bit. What do you think about the draft, buddy? How are you? Oh, when did I talk to you? Was that Mosh's channel? We were kind of going back and forth on. What was that? If you don't mind me asking, Michael, dude. Oh, good beer too. Good beer. Well, anyway, yeah, I hope you're doing well. God bless you and your family, man. Hope things are good. Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't checked out Flick Connection, check him out, because he does a lot of really cool stuff, and he's starting to try to be a little bit more diverse with his editing and stuff like that. And he's trying to make it a little bit more fun, and which is kind of funny because what Cornelius. I think he might be returning to stuff like that you're talking about, and it's a slight turn, but I think he might be coming on to doing something like that where he's going to be some fucking host. He already does movie watches with his patrons and his subscribers. But yeah, Michael D, I appreciate you chiming in there, buddy. I'm probably going to get off pretty soon because I noticed that 8 Camel Toes and Mosh got on, and I think I kind of articulated the draft and how excited I am about these guys that we got. And I don't know how well I did it, and I'm not going to watch my video because I don't watch my videos, but when I watch fundamentals on these guys, and I'm really happy with them, that they are fucking Browns. And I pretty much just kind of wanted to chime in tonight. And I was going to skip tonight because we did draft night, and it was just like a fucking drab. Even though I had a couple of buddies come on, and talking to them was really cool. But it was a really dry draft watch kind of fucking, it's just, I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it again. But it was just, I started getting tired, when I heard that, and I was just like, God, if I heard it one more time, I was just going to go fucking insane. And that was a rough live stream for me. But I'm kind of glad I did it, and I wasn't going to do something this weekend, but, with the fucking draft, I was so fucking excited with the guys that we got. The Browns got better. If you're a Browns fan, I mean, if you're not excited after seeing the guys that we got, man, do some research, man. Do some research. Watch some fundamental football on these guys. They're going to be good. They're going to be Browns, and I hope that they turn out to be Browns for a long time, because you're going to hear their names. There's going to be some hard hits this year. They're going to be involved. There's going to be some car crashes. There's going to be some penalties. That's who these guys are, man. This is somewhat of a return to that, in my opinion, that the old Steelers defense. I'm going to whoop your ass if I can. Try to fucking stop me. That's who these guys are, and I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with these guys, and we got them fucking late. What a great value we got with all 4 of these guys that I was talking about this evening. And after watching them, I'm just fucking pumped. I mean, Jesus Christ, man! If you're a Browns fan, I want to throw up or something. I want to disturb somebody eating. I like it, man. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and say I love it. To be honest with you, I was a little worried. Despite getting Sheldon Richardson, despite getting Olivia Vaughn, these guys are good, and they were upgrades. Depth was what I was worried about. But we're rounding out here, man. We are rounding. Hey, bro, Chacho, like Bruder, you're trying. Okay, I'm not getting off now because I got the brew here. I got the brew, and I got brew. It is the great pleasure to be here. And look at, let me give you a good look at that. We'll stir it around for you a little bit. Trying to be thoughtful. Be thoughtful. Yeah, look at this, brew. Look at this. Southern Tier double stout. I don't know if you ever tried it, but I certainly like it so far. And it is 7.5, which is a little bit, it's kind of whooping on me a little bit, but that's okay. It's a great taste. It is a stout. And I'm guessing the 2-time stout, that means alcohol content. Am I wrong? Because when I saw this, I was like, double stout. Is that, is it a taste thing? Right. They're becoming my favorite too, dude. They're becoming my favorite too. I keep leaning towards the stout over all the shit I tried, but that wheat was really good too. So, I'm a stout dude though. You just go drink a Guinness, and it talks me right, it just pulls me right over to the stout side, But brew, Have you seen any of these guys that we got at the end of the draft here? I mean, starting with Greedy, you know. Well, I kind of, yeah, I'm about an hour and 15 minutes into my preaching, flapping my big ass lips, man. You know, that's what we do here. We flap our big ass lips. Uh, I'm gonna sum it up. Dude. Yeah, we did have a. It was just. I'm not gonna say the best. Yeah, I can't say the best draft. I can't, you know, because of last year. Because I'm a huge chub. The Bake Man fucking certainly proved me wrong. At least so far. And we had a great draft last year, but it just keeps there. Wow, there's this dude. He's a Ravens fan, and I think his YouTube channel is Engraven. And I don't know if you ever heard of this dude. Yeah, yeah. I think the Dorsey. This whole office. And you probably didn't hear me articulate earlier. Our offense got like fucking solid, like almost immediately after Dorsey got there, and that's very impressive to me. I'm comfortable with just about everything they do, but what they did at the middle and the end of this draft for the Browns really rounded things off for us, man. I mean, they really did. I like these guys. Greedy, Redwine, and all the top four that I put on this, the headliner for my stream. These guys are going to be good. You're going to hear their names this year. We're going to like these guys. They're going to be competitive for their jobs, man. Yeah, I did. I mean, I heard the Devin Bush thing. I didn't hear much after that. Obviously, Devin Bush is a good pick. Everybody everybody digs the Bush pick, and that you guys. I don't know if you heard, but Cincinnati was pulling for them. They were going to try and get him, and they needed him. They needed him, man. The Steelers they whooped their ass, man. They got up there and stole him from them. Yeah, I'm glad you feel that, dude. I'm glad you feel that. Bambalamba, man. They don't fuck around, man. I don't want to talk about Brown's offense and defensive lines and passing. Oh, you're talking about that lull, and that's what I was getting on with the brew. There was this lull, despite us doing our streams every week and blah blah blah. We always talk Browns. There was a little bit of a lull between free agency and right now, and I have to admit I'm very excited about these guys, and I'm no longer. Maybe they cut their starting line. Oh, no shit. These guys keep the team quiet. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird, Bob. Bob, are you a new subscriber? If you are, I really appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing tonight, buddy? It's good to see you again, man. I'm glad you chimed in. You're a little late, man. It's like noon and a half here, you know. We're already buzzed here, Bob. Usually you're top of the charts here on the Rudy G Funk stream, you know. Yeah, I mean this when I say this. I like the league getting better. These are really exciting times. You name it. Steelers, Ravens. I don't want to say Cincinnati so much. I honestly believe that they're not going to be as bad as we say they are. Yeah. And that's a problem. And you got to remember this, man. We're all going to deal with that shit. And different regimes are going to deal with it differently. There's going to be better than others, but you gotta remember this is coming. It's coming to all of us. Um, so all the bullshit that we're talking now, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin going to be on the hot seat after. I don't know, Cornelius. I don't know, man. If you watched earlier episodes of the Rudy G. Funk Show, I'm a Mike Tomlin fan, and I've become this over the years. Should he? I think is the real question, and I know there's always a marketability difference between reality and somebody's marketability. And I'm gonna try to apply this to Mike Tomlin and the Steelers office because I think they're solid. I really do. And like I was articulating before, I think the Browns have become this solidarity, which we haven't seen. I don't know. It could be ever. It could be ever, and I mean that. Because I'm trying to reflect back on previous regimes, their front office, and I don't see or I don't recollect a solid of an office as we've got right now. And it's Dorsey's fault. It is Dorsey's fault. He kept the guys that he wanted to. He put the guys that he wanted to put in. And where we're at because of him. Oh shit! God, lots of weed. You guys are rocking. You guys are rocking. Oh yeah. The Brew's a Steelers guy. He's a Steelers guy. Very good friend of mine. Very good Steelers fan. Did I say that right? A very good. Can I say that on a Browns channel? A very good Steelers fan. All right. I need another beer. Is there such a thing? Yes, there is, and it is the Brew. Brew is a good dude. I gotta give it a quick smell, Oh, there you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Yeah, somebody's got to drink with me. I can't drink alone. That's, how can I be sociable if I ain't got somebody drinking with me? Okay. Hey, Bob. Yeah, I know you're a little late. We were talking about that earlier because I got another Steelers buddy, Random Steely, that comes on here. We were talking about Combine. We were talking about the stretch, the elasticity of the draft. And, you can't really, I can't really understand the draft until it's almost over. Of what they mean by the things they say before the draft comes. By being a very deep draft, I was a little concerned that talent-wise, that this might not be a great draft. And I had referenced 2016 with when we got Ogba and we got Nassib in the second and the third rounds, that it was so deep that maybe it wasn't as good. But I think maybe the exact opposite is true after we learn the stuff that we learned after the draft is over. I mean, who can fucking stout? That's a great player. Who can scout? 230 guys. What is it? 220 guys. Whatever it is. Numerically, I'm not even going to fucking do the math because it doesn't fucking matter. Did I say math? Nobody's going to scout those many guys. Probably even teams. I don't even know if they actually scout that many guys. But us as relatively amateur. My point being is this is a very big draft. And this draft has a lot of elasticity between the first round and, you know, the sixth and even seventh rounds. You know, um, it was there was a stockpile of good players here, and there's a lot of different kinds of red flags, and we articulated earlier with some of the Browns picks. But hey, hey, I'm sitting here. You can't talk about me when I'm sitting here. That's right in front of my face, you know. Well, here's to you, Brew. I hope you popped a Guinness. God bless you, brother. I'm gonna have a little drink on you, buddy. Oh. The underdog, right? Um, yeah, it was very interesting to watch. Oh, good for you, buddy. How these guys fell late, and the combine was the culprit, I think, for some of these guys, especially Greedy Ass Williams. And this was my points earlier with Random Steely. Um, Greedy Ass Williams and Mac Wilson. These guys had discrepancies in their combine reps. So, and you guys can watch this on YouTube. You know, you watch it. Mac Wilson, really? Yeah, I'm not an anti-Rosen guy. There's no doubt. And you remember, Bobby? We were talking about the Kyler Murray Rosen controversy and how I think that should unfold. I'm certainly not an anti-Rosen guy. I don't know. Maybe the guy's just a dick, you know. And this kind of shit can happen, you know. Cornelius. Cornelius, is that your real name? You know, because I'm still laughing when I say that. And I'm sincere here. Is it your real name? Is Cornelius your real name? Because that's fucking funny, man. I don't know. I like it, but in a I like it kind of way, you know. All right, all right. I will do that. You know, gentleman is a total idiot. Did I say that right? Oh, yeah, that was a little weird. It was a little weird. you guys you guys are fucking goosing me already, man. Nothing stops a good beer, though. Right? A little bit of webbing there. You see that? A little bit of webbing. We love that. We salute that here. We love the webbing. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys ever watch some of those lip reading things on YouTube with the Star Wars? You know, it's not totally hilarious, but you know, it gooses me to watch some of this fucking shit. What's the bird one? You know, I mean, it's kind of fucking stupid, but it's fucking still funny. The lip reading guys, you know. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the Giants. Yeah, that's weird. Um, but was that the Senior Bowl? I saw the footage of them with him. Is that the footage that I saw? Yeah, Dwayne Haskins. I think he starts slow. You know, he starts slow, but man, once he gets that rhythm, he can be lights out sometimes. You know, He's going to start. Dwayne Haskins is going to start. He's going to be a starter at least by any means. And I know this quarterback draft wasn't big, but I think Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins they're going to survive this. No matter what happens, they're going to survive this. They're going to start. I can't necessarily say they're going to have a long future in the NFL because they're in their infancy. They both started 1 year, and what can you do with that? I just can't totally come out and say that they're going to be this elite quarterback, but I just can't do it because there aren't enough years in. Right. Well, he was a senior, so he couldn't. Correct. He was a senior, so yeah, they kind of almost had to use him in a certain sense, because hold on a second, let me piss. Pardon me, I'm sorry, guys. Let me piss real quick because the stouts are whooping my ass. There we go. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Cornelius, Mike, Bob, God bless you guys. Here's to you, and I really appreciate you sticking around. And you know what? I was about ready to get off about a half hour ago, and you guys joined us, and I love this interaction. Look at I what is that? I got like shit on me. Oh, I was washing my hands violently. Anyway, pardon me for the speckle marks, but yeah, appreciate you guys being here, and I will stick around if you guys are gonna stick around and bullshit about some fucking football, because I know we all love it. And I appreciate your guys' love for the game, no doubt. We got fivesies. We got Cinco de Five-O here. Oh, they left again, those bastards. I'm just kidding. They're not bastards. And I appreciate it, Bob. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. What the hell were you guys talking about? I just saw that, bro. You should end every podcast with a guitar outro. You see, bro. When I say you're thoughtful, I fucking mean it. That outro that's you're thoughtful, dude. And I say you're special, dude. You're special teams, brother. And I mean that. Hey, Fizzle, what's going on? Cinnamon roll beer? Wait a minute. What are you talking about, crazy? Hey, Fizzle, I know you, don't I? Cinnamon roll beer. Yeah, Redskins had a pretty good fucking draft this year, didn't they? Hey, Fizzle, who's your team? You're Cowboys, right? Am I wrong? Oh, that's hilarious. The short bus. I love the short bus, man. God bless it. Hey, Fizzle, you're Dallas, right? How you doing, buddy? What? Oh, you're a beer drinker, hey, Fizzle? Oh, you're Broncos. You're Broncos. Um, I don't recall hearing anything about the Broncos. What's going on with you guys, man? If you don't mind articulating what happened with your guys' draft there. I mean, I know you got. Geez, I got shit fucking popping. Flacco is what I'm talking about. That was the big news here. I didn't hear. Oh, you guys had a damn straight beer. Fuck the draft. I drink draft, baby. Ooh, Montel Jones. I'll check him out. Yeah, we're not done with draft talk here, and I'm glad you guys are mentioning some of these guys for me to watch because I love that shit, man. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Cornelius, where are you from? You from Ohio? Drew Lock. Wait a minute. Oh, Noah Fant. That's the Iowa dude, isn't it? Was that Noah Fant? Was that Iowa guy? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why did I think that was fucking Detroit? Ooh, that's not good. Oh, you're right. You're right. Ooh, wow. Ooh, I really like that dude. He went to fucking Denver. Why did I think Detroit, man? I was thinking he'll go to Detroit and he'll just, he'll be this great player. You'll hear about how great he is and he'll just fail. Nothing against Detroit, but he went to Denver. That's yeah, that's serious, man. That's serious. I like that dude, man. Me and the brew, yeah, we had a phone call. We had a phone call together, man. We were talking about that dude. Ooh, I like that dude. Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's just everything just kind of moderates in a certain sense in Detroit. It's too bad. Oh, they picked up a QB. Is he a top 5 guy, Cornelius? Um, Brew, what Chase Winovich? Is he a cornerback? Or he was a second rounder? Um, Linebacker. Linebacker. Chase Bush Rush. What top 5 are you talking about? NFL, or are you talking like analytics guys? Um, high motor guy. Okay, you're talking about Chase Winovich. Yeah, high motor guys. That's important. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that, man. No fucking doubt about that. That was a top 5 NFL guy, right? Out of the college players going into the draft, Bob, you being a San Francisco fan, what do you think about what's your appraisal of Bill Belichick? Is it the same as everybody else's? Should he be mirrored? Should you hate him? Is he a cheater? What's your appraisal, Bob? Oh, okay, okay, I get it. Because everything kind of, especially with fans, like I was talking about earlier, everything kind of comes in thirds in a certain sense. He gave me, yeah. Here's thoughts of the Browns draft class. A, A. I give the Browns an A. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, I give the Browns an A. I have to. I have to. From what I've seen, the fundamental watch that I've seen, just in a night and a half, I really, really like these guys, man. I'm glad they're Browns, man. I'm glad they are. Yeah, I don't know if they won the draft. I don't want to say that because I haven't looked. You guys are informing me, and this is what's great about this channel is I like you guys that aren't Browns fans that chime in and you guys help me out. You guys help me find guys to watch. Pardon me, I need truth serum. I'm getting a little parched from all this talking. Yeah, whether they won or not, I don't know. But I will give them an A grade. It's a little weird, isn't it? Right, certainly, Brew. You have to take in consideration that he was our first round pick in a certain sense. Well, double first round pick because you have to add. I already forgot his name, and that's okay. Well, A Fizzle, I love you here, brother, and I really appreciate you. All right, that's it. And I appreciate you chiming in, A Fizzle. And I remember you. I remember you in Marsh's stream. You were a good dude then too. Greedy Williams. Greedy ass Williams is a Brown, and we got him in the 46th pit. Oh, the brew. I need two pairs of glasses because I need beer goggles and I need Browns goggles. And I know I'm going in that way, but I love these guys that we got, man. Greedy Williams is going to be good. He's a great compliment to fucking DZ Ward, man. He is a great, and I really do, like I said, they're going to compete. I hope they're fucking best buddies. I hope we got like some kind of Lynn Swan type thing going, where oh, I got greedy because he sucked down milk. Yeah, it was early. I did see that, Cornelius. I did see that. It was very early that he got that the logo. Shit. What the fuck was that? Yeah. Oh, Jabril Peppers. If you're a Giants fan, if you're not a Giants fan, you do have to realize that we gave up 2 first-round picks. And Jabril Peppers was a first-round pick, so you have to count that in. We did give a lot to get Odell. Ooh, Bob thinks an A+. Wow, hey, Bob. I hope that's true, man. It's going to take some time to accumulate all the other teams and what they had done, how they got better, Rudy, your nickname could be the adult greedy with beers. Oh, God bless you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh, you guys are awesome. I like the A+, man. I dig it, Bob. You're not just saying that, right? Because you really like this channel or anything, or I hope that's true, man. I want to. I want to give him an A plus. I mean, you see my lips there? They tripped over each other. They're so fucking big under this big ass nose. But yeah, A plus. I can't do it yet. It's going to take some time to appraise that. But I'm going to go A. And the Browns just got better. They were better, much much better, and then we added on to better. So who gets an A plus grade in the draft? I mean, between you guys that are watching, who gets an A plus grade in the draft ever? And I'm not cutting on you, Bob, because you're San Francisco. I understand it. Yeah, yes. I like some Mack Wilson. Mac attack. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know. You're getting me going here. You're getting me. Okay, that's it. I'm drinking this just because of you, Bob. You're getting me excited. You're getting me animated. I was going to down that, but I'm not because I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to ration the beer that I have. There's only 3 left, and that scares me because it's a pretty good beer. Oh, that's the double stout, double milk stout, and which was surprising me. If you watch the beginning of the video, there's nothing to articulate other than what you see here, except for the volume of alcohol involved here. It is a 7.5. It is Southern Tier double stout, double milk stout. Is it the greatest beer ever? No, it's not the greatest beer ever. And we will keep searching and searching and searching and searching and searching for the best beer ever. And I don't want to find it. What do you think about that? I do not want to find it. Yeah, that 7.5. It's a little stiff, and I did taste it in the initial taste, that first drink, but it does subside. After a couple. Do you want to drink a 6? You don't want to be at, obviously you don't want to be out and drink a 6 of this. You want to do, I want to say 3 tops in a certain sense, because it does hide the alcohol a little bit better than some of the 7.5s, but not totally as good as some of the 7.5s I see. Like Fathead, I did get the initial alcohol taste when I started, but by now I was done with it. It was totally hiding it by the 3rd or 4th beer. The Southern Tier, I don't think it hides it as much. Drink review on that if you find. Oh, A Fizzle, am I subscribed to you? Have to do a drink review on that if I find that. What state are you in, A Fizzle? Are you in Texas? Yeah, because I'm still tasting it, but this is my 3rd. Cornelius 7.5. Wow, Sam Ass must taste like Cornelius. Are you saying I'm some kind of alcoholic or something? Because that hurts my feelings. Just kidding. Cornelius, your words hurt me, and I think I gotta go. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is 7.5, and I'm kind of a 5'6" guy. I kid. I know you kid, and this is great airtime here. Yeah, I'm still tasting the alcohol, and I'm done with three, and which is a normal progression of beer drinking, in my opinion. Um, even on your initial taste, when you taste alcohol, normally when you put two or three down, that kind of subsides. It kind of goes to the curb. Um, and I'm not talking Southern Tier down because this is a good beer. There's this is what we drink good beers here. This is what we want. This is our mission, is to try new beers all the time and drink good beers all the time. This is our mission on the Rudy what's my name? I fucking forgot it. Rudy G Funk Show. We want to drink good beers, and we want to promote good beers, and this is what we're gonna do. And this is a good beer. Um, I do still taste the alcohol, so there's others that I like more than this. But it's a good beer. It's not there. I mean, close to. We don't even want to get close to garbage. I don't think. We're trying to stay away, and we're in between the domestics that we drink and some of the better quality craft beers that we're drinking. I don't want to enter the garbage area. I just don't. This is not a garbage beer. I'm thinking it's a double stout because of the alcohol, and I'm proving it right now because we were talking browns a half hour ago, and now I'm talking about this beer, and I totally didn't even realize it till right now. So, yeah, the brew. Well, you're keeping up with your brew name, dude. You are the brew, and you will be that from now on. I crown you. If I had a sword, I would christen. Is that christening? What is that? Excalibur? Did I do that right? You are crowned the brew. The Is it christening? Okay. Yeah, you have been christened. You are the brew. You are a brew snob. You are a brew snob, and we love you here. You are welcome here. Bring your snob onto us. Be it as it may, you are welcome here, the brew. And you tell us like it is, brother. Tell us like it is. Welcome to Snob Craft Beer Articulation, my brother. 3.2 beers for amateurs. It's an honor to be in your presence, bro. Oh, Lancelot, yeah. Oh, dude, you gotta change your name to Lancelot, I think, dude. Although you haven't been beaten on the bridge, right? I didn't beat you on the bridge or anything like that, but I will. You are knighted. What was that? Oh, Lancelot. I almost said Camelot. Those assholes, they put all shit together, make it sound all stupid, so us Americans can articulate it. What was Excalibur? That was British, right? Was that the those were the Brits, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I love the Brits, man. They're awesome. They make Guinness, don't they? The Brits make Guinness. They are forever. What would you call that? Christened on this channel. That'd be great to get some fucking Yeah, get some Brits on here talking fucking beer. That'd be fucking awesome. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I tell you what, though, guys. One of my favorites since I've been doing this was Left-Handed Brewery, and I have been unable to find these guys since I did that. They're gone. They're out of existence, and I hope they're still making beer. They had a fucking nitro stout that fucking blew me away, man. And I'm not gonna say it didn't have that pour explosion that the Guinness has, but they were very fucking good. I really fucking liked them. And I go uptown here, and I get uptown, and I couldn't find them. So I'm trying to find some more left-handed stuff. I think I want to try them because not only do I want to put a good name out for their stout, but I want to try their other stuff, see what the hell they're doing, you know. Oh, Irish makes Guinness. Holy fucking shit, you're all right. We got the Killians, we got the red stuff, we got the black stuff. We're red and black, aren't we, in the beer industry? Ooh, and I love me some red and black. Love it, love it, love it. My son's high school wrestling's red and black. His college stuff is red and black. Ooh, that just goes together. I gotta push that, I think. Ooh, the Fighting Irish. Making fucking great beers. Everybody else seems to be fucking copying from them. What a great beer that fucking Guinness is too, man. What a great fallback, you know? You ever drink a bad beer? Go fucking grab a Guinness. And watch it formulate in a glass once. You'll be fucking amazed. In your own fucking studio, in your own kitchen, pour a Guinness and watch it, man. Don't watch what it does. You could film this in slow motion and make a YouTube channel about pouring Guinness in different styles or something like that. Oh, speaking of pouring Guinness, where's me Manos, laddie? Oh my god. Yeah, you don't just sit there idle without drinking a fucking beer. Ooh, that sucks. I'm half a man. You see that? That was a double pull on the fucking cap. I see some smoke. What do you think? It's kind of the stream doesn't. There's a color disparity in the pour. It's a pretty good looking beer, and that's I wasn't particularly violent on that pour, but look at that fucking head, man. It's a big fucking head. Should we watch it become beer? I don't know. No, we won't. Yeah, maybe I will. Let's just go over here. We'll give her a little cameo. I don't know. Yeah. Get your beers, guys. We're still rocking and rolling here tonight, and I really appreciate what you guys. Some of you guys that came in, some cameos. You guys have been really cool tonight. You guys are always cool. I don't know. I don't have much, but you guys are always the fucking best subscribers, man. I can't. And this isn't fucking. I'm gonna suck your butt lips or do a lip balm thing on the butt lips, but you guys are always really fucking great subscribers. And every time I get a guy chiming in, even new guys, man, they just they're just great fucking subscribers. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. It's not too huge. Watch a fucking Botch Lombardi stream once. And there's like a fucking 100 guys on there, and the fucking stream goes so fast. How can you even fucking keep up with the stream? And this is where it's at. Is your guys' interaction is what makes this cast decent, I think. Yeah, appreciate the time for another Guinness, bro, because we're gonna need it tonight. I think. I don't know. Could be wrong. But something that I didn't totally understand as a kid, but that I understand as an old adult, is the appreciation of other teams. And I'm not trying to just fucking suck ass here and be a jerk. When I was a kid, I fucking hate whatever the opposition was. I fucking hated you. You know, when we played football, you have to die, I must live. That's kind of the mentality I had as a kid. If I was competing with you, if I lost, I fucking hated you. You know, there's no other way to fucking say it. But it's weird as a man, you know, ultimately that good stuff is going to come off of this competition. And this is what I'm leading into with the Steelers, the Ravens, and Cincinnati Bungholes. I do want these guys to be good. I think it's smart, in my opinion, that these guys are good. And I'm not just saying this because I want to soften the blow if the Browns like pull a fucking dud or something. The Browns they're not going to pull a dud. The Browns are not going to pull a fucking dud. They're not. It's too much. It's too much right now. Talent-wise, it's big. It's bigger than the NFC North right now. And I don't want anybody fucking falling behind. Because I don't want to dominate the NFC North the way everybody thinks we should, I think. Does that make sense to you? For you three that are listening, and you're going to think I'm a jerk and you think I'm like moderating and I just, I just want my Pittsburgh and Ravens guys to just agree with me so they stick on and be subscribers. That's not what I'm saying. We have to deal with some adversity before we get into the playoffs. And I don't think, we're so... No, not immature. It's not the words I'm looking for. We're so inexperienced with the playoffs. And that was one of the reasons why I made the video that I did with the Belichick, Brady. Are they the most experienced individuals in the NFL? That was one of the reasons I started that. And it finished as soon as I started because nobody watched it. But you have to beat the best all the time to continuously work Super Bowls in your favor. It has to happen like that. Patriots have to beat Pittsburgh. They're a good fucking team. You got to beat the teams you got to beat. And I'm not saying that their conference is like the greatest ever, because I know they slip and swoop and they do whatever they fucking can to win Super Bowls. But they win Super Bowls. And I want to win Super Bowls. I don't want to flail in there because we just got the right group of guys. It just worked out this year. We just got the right coach. Everything was like this clock of cogs and certain things that worked out a certain way. And not that there's anything wrong with cogs in a fucking clock, but I want to be there for like a long fucking time. And I think the health of the AFC North is important to that in a certain sense, in a sideshow type thing. Sideshow. Did I say that correctly? Like I articulated before, we played these guys 6 times during the year, right? 2-2-2. We play them 2 times. We play them at home. We play them away. I want to win 6 games in the AFC North, but I want the AFC North to be solid, man. I just do. And As much as I want to mow and pull a Troy on the Steelers, and I want to mow them into the ground, I want to step on their heads, I want to fucking, you know, fuck up that dirt and burn that city down. They got to be good. You got to beat Ben. You got to beat the best. It has to happen that way. Or we're going to be a one-time wonder, and I don't want to be a one-time wonder. I want to take over football. And it kind of looks like we're starting to do that in a certain sense. And it's a very wonderful thing if you're a Browns fan, if you're watching now and you're seeing things unfold. Pittsburgh is not done. You know, the Ravens are not done. Cincinnati isn't as bad as everybody is saying. They're not. They're going to win some games this year. And watching the draft, I do, what do you call it? Subconsciously want them getting better. I do. I want to beat better teams. I want to play the Patriots every week if I could. You know, this is how you get better. Am I wrong? I know everybody loves a float, you know, but there is an end game to this. You know, your end game can be very quick or it could be very long. And what did the Patriots do? There's no end game in sight right now. Who's challenging the Patriots? Everybody, right? Who's beating them? Nobody is. Nobody's beating the fucking Patriots, man. This is what I want to do. I want the Browns to do the right thing a lot. And I mean this in my soul. I can feel this in my soul. Even though it's just football, this has to happen. We have to do more right things than they do for a while. And I really do think that our conference has to get better. Even though they, we can question their conference or not and how they win Super Bowls. And there's a better way to do this. And it's certainly better if your conference is bigger, you know, if it's harder to get through. It's easier to play the Patriots. Am I wrong? Any of you three out there, you think I'm wrong about what I just said? I would love to hear any kind of disagreement with that. Because I know sometimes their schedule might be better or something, but it doesn't seem to really affect them much. And this is what I want the Browns to be. I don't want the Browns to be the Patriots. I don't. And I know that sounds silly. I want them to be better than the Patriots. And how do we do that? How would you articulate that from this point, besides doing everything we did already? I mean, do you think that record could never be beat? How many records that you thought could never be beat in the NFL were beaten, you know, in any sport for that matter? Yeah, right. There's a way to do things, and there's a way not to do things. And I think we're leaning now on the side of how to do things. You know, one of the things is to make people want to come here. Now, sorry about the Googles because I think I got to piss again. You have to pardon me. I know I was flapping my big ass lips, and I love you guys, but I got to fucking piss again. I wouldn't even have to have a smoke by the time I'm done here. Good beer, good subscribers. Appreciate you guys checking out. Let me piss. right, fellas. Hope you're still with us. If you're not, it's okay. You know we love you, right? Ooh, then get your brooder. Oh, good are made to be broke. Right. Very good. Very good. Good stuff. Let's talk about. Am I smoking? I'm not smoking yet. I got women and children to take care of. Golden and bears. Oh my. Okay, here we go. Well, I don't copying. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if you can just copy what the Patriots are doing, and you're just the Patriots. Life just doesn't work like that. I don't think, and I know that's a big picture, and I hate to pull away from football. It's just not how it works. To beat somebody, uh, what do you call that? What do you call how did let's talk about Bruce Lee. Anybody want to talk about Bruce Lee? Uh, Bruce Lee, in my opinion, was a great fighter, or maybe the best, because he knew what his opponent was going to do. And yeah. Yeah, the Patriots got a great system of doing stuff, and they morph into whatever's coming or opposite that, opposing that. They do a very good job of that. That's what kind of has to happen with everybody that wants to win the Super Bowl, I think. You got this. How many times is a great team got this great drive? You name it: Vikings, the Rams, Kansas City. How many times is a great fucking no stop offense comes out and they get in the fucking Super Bowl and they fucking lose, man? Uh, because their opposition knows what they're going to do. And I think it helps prove, Bob, what you're articulating and what I'm articulating, that Bruce Lee has something to do with the fucking NFL, or any sport for that matter. Bruce Lee teaches us a lot of things, and one of which is knowing what your opponent is going to do. And this is how he won, how he whooped, he was a very good anticipator of what his opponent was going to do. And had the skill to back it up. So it's not just mindset. He did what he did to get to where he was, or control his opponents how he did. Control. That's not. Wow, look at that fucking lacing. That's good stuff there. Brew. Hey, yeah. God bless you, brother. Yeah, I love him. And of course, God had to fucking strike him down because you knew too much or something was getting everything away, about life, yeah. The Patriots can be beaten, and there's no doubt about that because they lose. But I can't say enough about doing the right thing all of the time and conforming to a system that does the right thing almost all the time. I mean, it's just fucking huge. And I don't want to say it starts with morals or anything like that, but or even robotic. I don't want to get robotic on, we are players, we do this, because I know there's nuances, in personality, how people play. You gotta, I don't know. I don't want to get too fucked up in that because I'm starting to fucking go, because I think I'm outthinking myself. So I'm trying to stop myself before I make a fool of myself. But Anyway, you guys are fucking awesome. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Um, the Browns not only got big in free agency, but big last year in the draft, and they got even bigger in this draft. This draft really did, like I said before, it really did round off the Browns as a very motivated, very culturally sound, in my opinion, despite what you've heard everybody say. These guys are going to fucking shine here. Very, very complimentary players. Yes. Yeah. You know what, Brew? That's what a fucking great point that is, dude. What a great point. They will stop your number one guy and make you they will make you take a second option, and you know it troubles a lot of people, which is or a lot of people with a lot of players is adversity. Right, that's a what a great point you made right there, dude. The Brew comes out with the best fucking chat thingy of the day, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just drunk, maybe it's just late. But that is the epitome. That is the epitome of what New England does. And they keep going. It doesn't stop there. First, they'll stop there. They will stop you with your number one, and they'll whoop his ass, and then they'll branch off and they'll take off number two. And they kind of keep working your ass and whooping your ass for the whole game. What a great fucking, yeah, that's good. I like that, man. I gotta smoke because you're fucking driving me crazy, bro. Crazier, I mean. Okay, let me shortly articulate what the brew is talking about. And I got there's solid proof on YouTube if you guys want to watch this. And who wants to watch Cody Kessler? I get it. You guys know I'm a fan, but I get it. Who wants to watch Cody Kessler? But if you watch the Patriots game and you remember, if you're a Browns fan, what was going on with the Browns that year, we had a great running game. You may or may not have known that, but we were number one in the running game that year up until we saw the Patriots. And the Brew articulated so eloquently. We were number one. And what happened when we started playing the Patriots? What's the first thing they did? That's right. They took away our running game. How did they do that? There was a nice mix of zero blitz, a lot of different blitzes. They very good calling, but I think the zero blitz kind of really shut us down in that game. So what happened? Okay, so we did a run pass, which is the best articulation of an offense by Hugh Jackson. Run pass, which Browns fans love. I know you guys love that. And what happened? They stopped the run, and they stopped the pass because guess what? They knew what was coming. Run pass. So they stopped us on that first, and you guys can watch us on YouTube. They stopped the run, they stopped the pass. So then what happens when we get back on the field? The Patriots score, and it's 7-0. So here comes Cody Kessler. What do? They quit running, and they dink and dunk right down fucking field without any trouble, ultimately, whatsoever. And if you watch that, I think it's titled Cody versus Patriots week. What the fuck was it? 5? When did Brady come back? He was suspended for 4 games, week 5. So if you guys think I'm full of shit, watch week 5, Cody Kessler versus the Patriots, and watch that game. So what does Cody do? He dinks and dunks. They go right downfield and they score. It's 7-7. What happens to the next play? And this is on to what you said, Brew. Exactly what you said. And I articulated afterwards. They stopped the run already. They were stopping it. So what's the next phase? They just scored on you. Who scored on you? Was it Crowell? Was it what's that other guy? Who was that slot receiver that actually scored the touchdown? Hawkins? Was it Terrell Pryor? No, who was dinking dunking downfield? It was Cody Kessler. So how do you stop him from finishing the game? And it was what do? They kick off. They recover it on like the 1, and this is real Bill Belichick stuff right here. So we start off on like the 1. And they cream fucking Cody Kessler, take him out of the fucking game. They get a safety in the process, and the game's over right there. And this is the stuff that Belichick does. And if you don't like him, you don't respect him, watch that, because the game was over then. There was nobody else there. We had Jesus with a clipboard. We had Kevin Hogan. Both these guys got hurt in this game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even remember who fucking finished, but I remember watching that game, and they were comparing stuff to Janine Garofalo, on the fucking Patriots, because he gets hurt all the fucking time too. No offense, Bob, because we love you. Is there really 3 guys here and I'm flap my big ass lips, or is that an anomaly there, and a YouTube anomaly? It's G. Does that mean it's good, or it's G, or it's Godzilla? Is Godzilla attacking? Is that what you're telling me, Bob? All right. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, because that's what smokers do. Look at that big ass nose. She's a shiny big ass nose. All right. Well, give me like 30 seconds. I'm going to have a smoke. I'll be right back. But I don't know. If I'm wrong, man, I would really appreciate it if you guys fucking chimed in. I really would. Or would I? Mean's good. Am I being mean to you, Bob? Wow, I still taste the alcohol. That's weird. Southern Tier, Southern Tier doesn't hide the alcohol as much as other stouts. Let me articulate that. So after 4 here, I'm getting ready to finish my number 4 here. It's a great beer, and look at the fucking webbing on that glass. It does. These stouts, man, do everything that I want them to do, and I don't want to pick this beer apart, because it's a really great beer, and I really do like it. It's not bad. It's good. And we're 7.5 right here, and I appreciate that I'm getting a quality, high striking beer for the price that I did. But I'm still tasting the alcohol, and I don't feel that a lot of the other stouts have this problem. So it's a good beer. It's a good beer, man. I'm gonna smoke. Pardon me. And I hope you guys hang out for a little while, because I'm having a great time, and I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and God has blessed you, because we're all still alive, aren't we? We are all still alive. You guys hear that rain? We're getting rain here. Between the dryer and the rain, I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, we got rain. You know what's great? We get rain here, we get trains, we get lake breezes, you know. Sometimes I can hear the fucking lake and I can hear the waves crashing. And I am not on the lake, but it's close enough where I can hear the breeze of a lake. It's impressive. I just kind of like it here, man. You know? I like it a lot. You know what I like though? I like on Saturdays when I'm getting ready to do a stream and I'm buckling down, I'm trying to get my shit together. There's something weird. There's something perfect about when I do my streams because nobody shows up for a while, so I get like this opportunity to articulate the things I want to say, and it's almost like a short video that a lot of these guys makes, and there's a lot of great guys out there. Mason Talks. If you're a Browns fan, if you haven't watched Mason Talks, he's got a great edited version of what's going on with the Browns. Another guy is Brownie Postgame. He's another guy that does a great edited version of what the Browns are up to. Film Grinders is another guy. If you're a Browns fan, check them out. You might like them. We try to do something different here than what these guys are doing because we all want to be productive at the same time. These guys edit and stuff like that, and I don't. And these guys are good. So if you feel this channel is lagging in any way, go check their stuff out because they do a very high quality editing and articulation of what they're trying to say. And it's hard to articulate when you're drinking beer because it gets worse or better, however you choose to view that as time goes on. But these guys are good, and you know, to be honest with you, there's a lot of other NFL guys that get on there and are able to articulate what's going on in the NFL, and you should probably watch them. So I still got my fucking Googles on, but hey, what's the temperature? It's kind of sticky. So anyway, thanks you guys for letting me smoke a cigarette. You guys are still there. Oh, he's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Who are you two out there? Is that my boys? Is it the brew? Is it Bobby? Who are you guys out there, man? What are you guys doing? Holy shit. Brew, I'm starting to think that you have a biased opinion. That's right. That's right. That's what we do. We drink beer and we talk fucking football, right? That's what we do. However, I'm still tasting alcohol in that. And, you know, I have to admit, this isn't a bad beer. This is not a bad beer. It's a double stout. and I'm understanding what a double stout is. All right, Bob. Well, good for you, buddy. Good for you, Bob. Drinking a Pepsi, man. God bless you, brother. Um, it's double alcohol thing with this. It is because I'm still tasting alcohol, and I'm finishing number 4 here, and this channel we do try to drink a lot of beer. That's what we do, because it, like I said, as a smoker, it takes a while to open the palate up. Yeah, I do. And I think I need to start looking in other places because sometimes I don't want to put the guy that I look for beer at, which is local, and I'm not putting him on the spot or anything. But these IPAs are like fucking, they're everywhere, man. Everywhere I look is IPA, and there's a lot of great beers that aren't IPA. So I'm gonna start looking in different places because I was almost at a stalemate today, trying to find a beer to drink this evening, and I wanted to articulate what the Browns are doing, and I wanted to do my beer thing, and I almost walked out of there with like a domestic or something like that. Oh, that'd be weird. Wow, that'd be great to fucking drink a pint of fucking Guinness in fucking Europe, huh? That'd be interesting. So it is good beer, but I'm getting the double stout thing and what they mean by double stout. And it's the fucking alcohol, dude. It's the alcohol, You know what though, Brew? I'm trying to hold on to my domestic genes. I think, isn't that weird? Um, we were at let me, if I didn't, I think I articulated this last weekend, but the Stoner and I were at a banquet of my son's wrestling team, and they had Yingling, and that is a domestic beer. I chalk that up to domestic, and it's a very good beer. I was very impressed with how great it looked in a fucking glass, man. I mean, just really looked. As I'm drinking it, it just keeps looking more and more attractive as I'm drinking it. So, oh, you like the honey brown too? Ooh, what part of Europe? Ah, jeez. I'm fucked up. I got a lot of shit in me. Well, I heard Czechoslovakian. Uh, ooh, the black and tan. Should I try that? Should I do that, Brew? A black and tan Yingling? Maybe I'll do that because that's quick. I can buy that fucking shit anywhere. I can buy it at a fucking grocery store. Maybe I'll do a black and tan. Well, the original black and tan is what, Bass and Guinness, correct? I mean, it was Bass. I can't review a Bass because that's one of my fallbacks, man. I can't do that. We're trying new beers here, so it's got to be entrepreneurial. Oh yeah, Corona's a good beer. It's a great summer beer. Uh, um, I can't do the Corona either because I'm an avid drinker of Corona because it's so plentiful in summertime, and I know Corona. I know it's a decent beer, so I can't do that. I can't. try it. I can't do a Rudy G Funk try. And here we go. Pardon another beer. Pardon me. But I am watching the air show while I'm pouring. So this is a good beer. It is a good beer. But there's been better hiding the alcohol content. And that's my pet peeve. You know, it is 7.5. It wasn't particularly great on hiding that. You know, A&W. Yeah. Corona. Yeah, I love the Corona. Land Shark. There's another one that it's a decent beer, and I can't review it because I've reviewed it, you know, for years. Corona, Land Shark. A lot of these guys, those were very close. And I'm gonna make beer farts with my glass here because it's full. You hear that? It was hilarious. I turned my beer. The old lady was having a smoke. She thought I fucking farted, you know, again, you know. But yeah. I got one more after this. But yeah, beer. You know, I mean that when I say it. When I start talking fucking Browns, I don't know if I have a Browns problem or a beer problem. I don't know if I'm a Brownsaholic or an alcoholic because every time I talk fucking Browns, there's a beer in my hand and all of a sudden it just fucking appears there, you know. So that's my problem, and I'll deal with it, you know, just like any other man. You know, you have to progress and you know, become a better man. But yeah, I love my fucking beer, man. It's a pretty good beer. I'm not gonna cut them down any more than that. I'll hide in the alcohol, but that's a good fucking stout there. A lot of good stouts, I think. What do you think, Bob? You remember the Rudy G Funk show episode, whatever? Our last episode of the Rudy G Funk show. I articulated that we were probably going to lose to the fucking San Francisco 49ers. What do you think about it? Cornelius? You're back! Brown 16-year playoff drought NFL. Wait. Brown 16-year playoff drought NFL record. Cornelius? Cornelius, where are you from, brother? If you don't mind me asking, I want to know what state. Did you answer that? And I didn't read it quick enough or something. Where are you from, Cornelius? From Ohio? Cleveland suburb. Do I know you, Cornelius? Do you know me, Cornelius? Okay, I'm calling you Corn. I got the corn here. Corn. That doesn't bother me at this point. Things are different. I mean, like, okay. Now, thanks for the forensics, Cornelius, because I think I know you. I think I know you, and I think I love you. I think I love you. And what is that fucking song? You know, Cornelius. I think I know you. It's the name. You know, it's whooping my ass. You know, Cornelius is. You know, I know it's a real name. Cornelius. I think you know me, buddy. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong many times in the past, but forensics, you know, you ever watch Forensic Files, you know? Why is it really? Is it really? Which Star Wars character is that? Am I think I'm out of the loop, Corn. I think I'm out of the loop. Oh, I think I'm out of the loop. Cornelius. In the first Star Wars, in the first Star Wars, are you serious? Oh, oh my god! Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, okay. Oh god, that's fucking. Okay, more fucking glasses. Oh my god. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. Oh god. Uh, oh no, I'm sorry. Jesus. He fucking died. Oh no. He recently died. Jesus, I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, Courtney, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my fucking stomach, man. Oh fucking god. Oh Jesus Christ. Uh, uh, Cornelius. Oh shit. Did Han Solo fucking shoot him? How did he go down, man? Mm. Oh, holy shit. Uh, that's pretty good. Oh my god. That's fucking rough, man. Oh, Cornelius, you know, I'm glad you joined in because I don't mean to be selfish, but I don't mean to be selfish, but you know that's. I was so glad you chimed in. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh anymore. Okay. Neck crack. Oh, okay. Uh, oh, lightsaber. Oh shit! Now I remember. Oh, because Star Wars was such a great fucking movie. It was a great flick, man. Great flick. Yeah, I get it now. I'm sorry I didn't recognize it. I guess I'm kind of a jerk in that way. I wasn't observant, despite even watching the version with put in other shit, to make it look cooler. My apologies, Corn. Yeah, my friend doesn't like you either. Yeah, yeah, I remember that, brother. Thank you. uh, Corn, I have to tip my hat over to the series of events that have unfolded. Sometimes, sometimes something just knocks me out of the park, and I think that might have been something. Something about it's very it's. Shit. Okay, I'm done. I'm done crying. Okay. Uh, okay, cool. Okay, my boogers are dry. My eyes are dry. Um, I'm okay now. I don't know why that struck me so funny. Mm, I got one beer left. Um, yeah, that's good stuff. And I don't know why that struck me so funny. Maybe because I'm buzzed, and that's okay. I'll roll like that. Because I'm a fucking idiot. But wow, that's rough. Oh, is it? Did I confront you, Corn? Corn, I appreciate you being here, and like I said, um, I know I'm going to seem selfish on this, but you hit a nerve, and I just really appreciate that. Jesus, I had some fucking tears in my eyes, and that's I really appreciate you chiming in here, and I hope you are a Browns fan, right? Am I correct, Corn? I'll go ahead and say it again. Oh, they hate it? Well, I wouldn't consider Rudy G. Funk hating your name. I mean, that's hate is I don't really fucking hate to it. You may or may not have noticed, but yeah, this isn't a hate crowd here. I hope my laughter uh, didn't throw you off, but it was just kind of a series of. It was a series of different things you explained that it was kind of a throwback for me. It really was. If you're offended, uh, warming up to be a Browns fan again. Well, um, who do you like now, Corn? Who's your team? Do you have a team now, or you quit watching football? I mean, what's your story, brother? Psychologically, because that's a rough patch with the Browns, and I get it, you know. Oh, so you always like the Browns, but you would fade in, fade out, that kind of thing, and um, yeah, there's the bro, rock on. And I hate the Steelers, but I love the brew because he's not going to like the Browns. Let me tell you something about the brew. The brew is not going to be like I'm a Browns fan now, or I like the Cavs now, or I like the Indians now because they're good this year. The brew is not going to. That's not going to happen with the brew. He likes who he likes, and that's it. And he's always welcome here because of that, because the brew is true. And he's got a very sound, fundamental opinion that I really love on this channel, and I always appreciate the brew when he's here. Never got over to Mike Brown, Mayor, line to Cleveland. Nate, what did you do? What the fuck are you doing, Nate? Dude, you should be in bed, dude. Mayor Mike White. Okay, so you're in the vicinity. It's funny. I used to pump my gas, and it would be like approved by Mayor Mike White. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of Mike White because I didn't really know what was going on at the time. Cornelius. But yeah, I remember Mike White. He was cool. He was black, but he was Mike White black. Nate, what happened to you, dude? Do you have a nightmare, dude? T-Lock! T-Lock, what you doing here, brother? Ooh. Oh, hey, T, we appreciate you, brother. What do you think of the draft, dude? You're Cowboys, right? Nate, what the fuck? Dude, I thought you went to bed, dude. Oh, hey, how's Campbell doing, dude? How did Campbell shut down? Um, um, you funkers, okay? You might not know this, but Eight Camel Toes and South of Heaven have. See, he's fine. Yes, he did. They have some great streams. And when I'm not doing nothing and I'm in limbo, Eight Camel Toes, who's South Carolina fan, and Mr. Mosh, who we call South of Heaven. If you get an opportunity, check these guys out. South of Heaven's a Dallas guy. Eight Camel Toes is a Carolina fan. A couple of really great guys. The Brew, I think you would dig these guys. Check them out. But there's this. Do I got shit on my fucking tits? What is that? Is that water? What is that? The fuck is that? Ripping my I don't know. Anyway, yeah, these guys trolled my channel one time when me and Stumble were live, and these guys wound up being a bunch of cool fucking dudes, man. And I watch their stuff a lot because not much to say, go T-Lock. How you feeling about your draft, man? I know a working class re- Oh, T, you know we love you, brother. We love you here, and you're always welcome here. Wow. Uh, like I was telling these guys before, we got the draft has to um come to fruition. We got to look back on it. I didn't know who the Cowboys were drafting this year. I just know that I'm really happy with the Browns draft this year, but I haven't seen too much from Dallas. And they were relatively quiet this draft, and it could be just me. Right. I heard working class. Talking about getting a bunch of like special teams guys that they seem to be, and I believe him. You know, if he's not looking at these guys and thinking that there's any starters going on here, because and when I look at the Browns, there's a few starters there, man. We got a few starters late, which is I could see where someone would say, "Well, they're the Browns, and you pick late in the draft, you're going to get some starters because they're garbage." Um, we got some really fucking good guys that are going to make a difference. Cornelius, Cooper in the first. What? Yeah, T. And I think that's what working class was talking about. Because I really like working class, man. He's a good dude, man. He's a passionate fucking Dallas fan, and T, you are too. And I appreciate you here, brother. I appreciate you stopping in every time you stop in. Um, yeah, yeah, I love working class. He's a good dude. Um, I just didn't hear much about what you guys did in the draft yet, and that's kind of my point. Is we need some time to articulate what happened in the draft to each team after it happened. I can't say that any more than what I said right now. But T Luck, are you drinking, brother? What are you drinking, buddy? Why don't you have a drink with us, buddy? I mean, if you're old enough. T Luck, are you old enough? Are you are you an adult? Wait a minute. Yes, you are. You like edit your shit, right? Am I confusing you with somebody else? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sorry, T. When you start tubing, you get so many different guys, and T Luck and I love you, brother. My apologies. Yeah, I don't be offended if I talk the way I do, because I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. We love having you guys around, especially the Dallas guys. Because I got a pet peeve with you guys. Because you got Dak Prescott. Oh, wow, T Luck, good for you, buddy. You were. You're right. I'm glad you reminded me of that, dude. That was a great raid, man. I loved you guys, and I still do. I'm a lover. God damn it, I'm a lover of men, and it's okay to say that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not dead. I'm not gay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, T Luck, you know how much we love you here, brother. And I know your videos. I know them because I've watched all of them. Yeah, T looks good. T looks good. You know what? God damn. You know, do I have to go and fucking say it again? America's a fucking great place to live, man. I mean that, man. Everywhere from Pittsburgh to the Cowboys, to Cincinnati to fucking Ratbirds. There's a lot of fucking good people out there, and I get to talk to you guys a lot. Whether you're streaming your own fucking vids for your team, whether we're on right now. There's a lot of fucking great people out there. And you know what? Here's to you, man. And I really mean this. Now, I'll say it every fucking stream that I do. Except for that. Yeah, right. That Brew, doesn't that have to happen? It has to happen. Same thing with the Ravens and Cincinnati, like I was saying earlier, we all have to be good, Obviously, we want our own teams to prevail, but Ben's not a fucking quitter or anything. Even I don't want to say. I do feel that the AFC North has gotten better. And everybody's going to fucking cut on Cincinnati and stuff like that because of what they propose to the NFL at this point. I don't think they're going to be as bad as they are. I do think we got 2 wins there. Oh, that would be great. That would be great, dude. We'll try a new beer together. That would be fucking awesome. I love the try a new beer thing, man. I just really do. I mean, not just because I like beer and I'm an alcoholic, but I just love trying new fucking beer, man. There's so many fucking beers out there, dude. Yeah, T-Luck, Mosh and Camel Toe are both going right now, or because I might veer off tonight if we get to Slim Pickens. I'll go to fucking Mosh and Camel Toe. They got some great channels. I love sitting bullshitting with those guys, especially because they're passionate fucking fans, man. God bless you, T. I mean that fist. I asked about that fist. There's like a fist and a fire, and they do some kind of thing. I guess I'm starting to like a little bit, but anyway. Oh, my fucking furnace is coming. I need to make a fire. Fuck that, right? Oh, Bob, is that where you came from? Was a Mosh stream? Oh, that's a great idea, dude. That's a great idea. I'll propose wait a minute. I will propose a beer to you, and you prepare. I'll propose a beer to you. You propose a beer to me. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, Bob, you learned of Mosh and 8 Camel through me? Yeah, T, be good, buddy. God bless you, brother. Oh, yeah. Brew, if you haven't heard of Steel 58, he put some stuff out for the Steelers, man. I don't know if obviously you're a Steelers fan, but if you're not, T-Luck, be safe, brother. We love you. We love you, brother. Be safe, man. I mean that. You and your family, God bless you. Live life. Love. you know. Oh, you did. How did you see me first, though? I don't understand that, Bob. And I must say, oh, okay, that's right, that's right. I'm sorry, Bob. And Bob has always been a really cool Sanford shithole fan, and I love you, brother. And I mean that. And I say Sanford shithole because I say dumb shit about other teams because they're not the Browns. But we love you here, Bob. And you got a lot of great questions, and I wish I had good answers, but. But I really appreciate you, Bob, being in the mix, man. Because um, let me tell you something about you, Bob. We get some chatters on here, and you know what I mean by chatters. Uh, the stream starts going. Every once in a while, it'll pick up. And Bob, you never faded out, and I really appreciate that because you've always fucking contributed to this channel since you've been here. And even when there was nobody here, everyone was busy. You were sitting back late night, probably fucking around or something. But you stuck around with me. We had a couple of good nights, and I just want to tell you that, Bob, I really appreciate that. It only made this channel better. I mean that when I say that, Bob. You made this channel better, and it's no different than Brew or T Luck and any of these guys, that chime in and articulate. Oh, here comes. I got an announcement, but I mean that. I mean that. So far, I do feel I got the best subscribers, man. And I know it's only 130. You guys are the funnest guys to interact with, and you guys are fucking awesome. And I mean that. I'm not. I wish I was just promoting, the really defense. Gotta watch subscribers going. I always feel that I'm getting something out of every stream that I do, and it is ultimately not only articulating whatever Browns news that I might be articulating, but your guys' interaction really makes it so much better, man. It really does. And I want this channel to hold true to that. Not the fans, because I'm not a fucking radio station or anything, but that the layman has a fucking voice out there when it comes to football. And if who knows, maybe this channel will break out. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter, because I always feel that there's always a grassroots here with this channel, and that's how I want to keep it. If it grows, it doesn't. It doesn't, if we become insolvent, well, the channel's going to fucking go away, There's always a certain capitalistic mentality with this show that it has to ultimately get bigger, or it ultimately has to get better. And you guys are certainly the key, in my opinion. Doing the live stream, having you guys interact, being able to read your fucking text, the slowdom that is the G-Funk show is paramount, I think. I really do. The interaction with you guys is the core of this channel, I think. Ultimately, that's what I'm finding. I don't know. I do know I got to piss. I do know I got one more beer. And I do know I'm going to smoke half a cigarette, Yes, Brew. You I couldn't have said it better, dude. The brew. Oh, wow. You know, the brew. Let me talk about the brew a little bit here. Not only is he a good dude, and to know him in real life, but when it comes to the chat, you know, the brew, he's just thoughtful, man. He's God. How can I say this without sounding like a fucking fag? I don't want to sound like a fucking fag because I'm not a fag, and that's okay, you know, to be a fag. Um, the brew is the truth, I think. How does that sound? How does that sound? Oh, look, South of Heaven's getting on. Oh, well, hold on. Let me piss. Let me finish these beers. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, give me 30 seconds for a smoke, and I'm going to grab another beer here. Wow, you hear that rain? We're getting rained on here, mother. Wow, you know what? I was just wishing for better things. And I don't know if we got any Denver guys out there yet. I would love to have that dude from Iowa, man. That fucking tight end. I really like this kid. I'm going to try and watch him throughout this year. It's hard for you know, if you're a different fan, if you're a different facet of the NFL, that tight end is somebody I want to watch because I think I don't want to say he's going to dominate, but he's a difference maker. And because of past drafts with tight ends being taken in the first round, you know, especially with the Browns, you always feel that the tight end class is deep enough. But I think this dude is going to be elite. I think he's gonna showcase himself. You know, if Denver got that dude from Iowa, you know, I'm gonna watch that dude. I really like that guy. I really do. Oh, fuck, I can't see. Oh, fuck, Cornelius, dude. Oh, you are fucking kicking my ass tonight. Can I repeat that? God, I'm glad I do this stream, dude. Cornelius and Bruder, Bob. Can I reread this? You are. Oh, Cornelius. Oh, that's just. Okay, here we go. You are. Oh my God! Let's fucking go this way. That's better than Star Wars shit, dude. Oh shit! You're a fucking artist, man, Corn. You're fucking okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me wet my whistle so I can articulate you. Okay, because I shouldn't have read it before. I should have just read it. I should have verbalized it. You are brave men. I always tend to sway from Oh my God. This is funny like 3 fucking times, dude. Okay, you're doing this on purpose. You know what? The Corn is doing this on purpose. He's trying to. I can't. Away from relationships. Oh my God. Oh, he's red. He's red. I know. Oh, you were fucking my ass up, dude. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Corn, I appreciate you being here. Oh, yeah. I will explode. I will explode. Eventually, like, wow. Hey, you remember that movie? What the fuck was it? The comic book shit with Wesley Snipes, the vampire thing. What was that first one? You guys think of it before I do, because you guys think of it. What the fuck was that with Wesley Snipes, the vampire one? That first movie where they'd throw that shit at the fucking vampires and they'd fucking explode. That's great. Fucking awesome. What do you call it? Yeah, movie stuff. Movie stuff. Oh, what a great first draft of a fucking comic book, Corn, how you thought from the beginning that you weren't appreciated here, kind of hurts my feelings so much that I scratch my shoulder in panic. Ultimately, if this show was anything, it's therapeutic, and I mean that. It's therapeutic. Okay, I'm not ready anymore. No more laughing, Bob. Bob and weave. Oh, what was the one with Frost? Why am I 40? Oh shit, I'm never gonna get off this, am I? Because you guys are just too fucking cool, man. Too fucking cool. Too articulate. You know what a talented bunch. I think we have. What a talented bunch, and I mean that. You guys are fucking awesome. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Corn, you're rough. Brew, you're rough, and we love you. And God has blessed you, I think, with talent. Am I wrong? Are you guys talented? Let me ask that of you guys, my subscribers. Are you talented, man? Because I think you are. Yeah, I got the flowing gold. I'm just a guy. Yeah, what a great point, Brew. What a great point. And that's um, the epitome of this show is we are just guys, and God gave us our gifts, man, and that's it. I hate to pull like a Troy and Achilles. What's that movie? God gave us the gifts that we have, and that's it. That's it. They're already given. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'm about to finish another beer, and I think I'm doing the last of the sixth of the Southern Tier, and I threatened to get off. Bob, what are you doing playing soccer, dude? Don't you like punching people in the head and shit? Can't you get away with that in football, but you can't in soccer? Or is it football? Bob, what do you play football? Or you play soccer? You play like a rugby type thing or something? Oh, you're goalie. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. That's a rough. That's a rough fucking post there. Yeah, that's a rough post. You're getting your ass whooped all the time. And that's what's great about a fucking goalie. Cord, you're fuck. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. You might have saved that. You know what I think? What do they call that? Chemistry. I think we call that chemistry, right? There's a band. Oh, they got the best fucking players. Oh, yeah, the best guitar player, best drummer, best bass player. We're a studio apocalypse waiting to come on the fucking scene, and there's just no chemistry, And chemistry is how things flow is really fucking important. I think, I don't know, and what am I doing? I just put a fucking camera on. I start flapping my big ass lips about the Browns. And what do we got here? We got Bob, we got Corn, and we got the Brew in a chat. And if anybody's holding you guys steady, it's you guys. And I think the Cornelius has a great fucking point there. Oh, I love my big ass lips, and I love flapping them. And they're ugly, and that's okay. Ugly makes me sad. Oh, good little duckling. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that. Mm. Now that is a pretty good finish. It's an alcohol finish. I can still taste the alcohol, which bothers me a little bit because I'm a fucking puss. But it is a very great beer. The stouts, you can't fucking go wrong. And obviously on the advertisement, it is a 2-time stout. It's a double stout, so you're gonna get some fucking alcohol on that. But here we go. We are opening our last one. We're gonna pour it because that's what we do. We are the brew, right, brew? I got 6 caps. I was gonna open it with my hand, but I'm too weak. And that's a beer, Joe. That's a great pour, though. It's a great pour. It's a great, good-looking beer. It is a double stout, and what does the double stout mean? That means there's more alcohol in it. And that doesn't totally interest me because I don't necessarily want to get fucked up sooner. That's not my key. I want to last. I want longevity. I want to talk with my friends, and not just the stream, but if I'm at a party, I want to drink something that keeps me alive for a while. I want to drink great stuff, and I want to be with my friends longer than. And that is true. No matter who I'm with, if I'm enjoying myself, I want to be stable as long as I can. And that's kind of a puss move, and I get it because there's a lot of shot guys out there that like to shoot, and that's not me. I want to drink a great beer. I want to be with my friends, and I want to talk about the things I want to talk about, whether it be football or whatever, life. We're all kind of married with children. There's a lot of life to talk about. There's a lot of football to talk about, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to go down. I don't want to go down quicker, but this beer is helping me, tipping me off the edge. and I love you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And Corn's right. It's like 20-3, and I don't ultimately care, but you guys did make this cast. There's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt that you guys made this cast. I was ready to go out. We were looking at a 1-0 here on the, but yeah, ultimately, God, family, beer, and football. How does that go? God, family, beer. No, God, family, football, beer. It's a 4-point perspective in my case. I'm going to go ahead and put football before beer, but yeah, I like the horse and carriage brew. Yeah, I like that because you need help. We need support. When there's no doubt that when this channel articulates itself, support is like the best thing you could fucking possibly have. There's no doubt, and solid supporters like you, the Brew, and Bob and Corn. You guys sticking around, man. I fucking really appreciate that. I do. I like draft glass farts though too. So I'm a simpleton. But ultimately, yeah, football. We're God, wow, what a season. Fucking Jesus Christ, man. How do I articulate this other than, I can't wait for fucking preseason, man. And this used to be a thing of bad Browns. It used to be a thing of when the Browns were bad, that we couldn't wait for preseason because we just wanted to see what the fuck we got on the field. And it's so much different now. I just want to test the waters with the talent we have, because I think we are a very, very talented team. I think we stepped up in the draft. It's even better than what I thought it was. I'm totally shocked, in a certain sense. With the talent we have right now, there's no doubt that we are competitive. I mean, if you want to generalize it and say, okay, the Browns are competitive now. They got such and such. They got Jen Dorsey, and he got these picks. There's killers out there on the fucking Browns, and this is huge in my opinion, because I always compare the Browns to the fucking Steelers, man. I always do. I will always use them as a gauge because they do what they do. And besides this year, they work themselves into the playoffs. And I thought they were there before we entered this draft, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Yeah, that's good, bro. That's good. I still fall into my category of 12-4. On a whole study on that. I thought this before the draft. After the draft, I still feel that we're going to have some discrepancies along the way. But I still think I'm still thinking fucking 12-4. I think something happened this year, and we got a little bit ahead of the game. How do I explain that? I thought 12-4 before, but I think it puts it in concrete right now that our defense isn't as bad as I thought it was. Maybe I thought it was bad. We had the talent, and it's not. What we did in the draft wasn't. It doesn't solidify our depth. We got talented guys late. It wasn't. Oh, okay, bro. Yeah, I get that. 10-6. I heard that. And yeah. And I love the disagreement. I fucking do, because we can roll this year. And as my true friend, we can watch this year unfold. But this is different. This isn't depth. I think we with this. You hear that? You hear my cat? He's gonna fucking throw up. Listen to that. You hear that? You guys fucking hear that? My cat's throwing up. My cat's fucking throwing up. Ash, you're a good fucking cat, but Jesus Christ. every other fucking night he's fucking throwing up because he's old, you know. Anyway, what we did in the draft isn't depth, and what do I mean? What do I mean by that? All right, that's it. You fucker, quit fucking with me. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by we didn't get deeper in the sense that we were just going to pile on guys and they're going to be seconders, or they're going to be special teams. It's going to start like that, but some of these guys we got are going to start. They're going to start. I mean, we picked up really good guys that really got chip on their fucking shoulders, and the Redwine was one of those guys, I think, that is really embracing his growth. And when I say Paul Mauve, I mean it. I think this kid is going to be a very hard-hitting, very smart, count-oriented, like Paul Mauve type guy that can anticipate the snap like he did. He's very good in zone coverage. There's a lot of things to like about this fucking kid. And as we march on this year, I'm pretty sure you're gonna fucking see that. These guys that we picked on the back end of the draft here, you're gonna hear their fucking names, man. They're coming. They're I think gonna be semi-Pro Bowler type guys, man. You're gonna hear of these guys, and they're gonna be compliments of this fucking Browns, man. I told Bob, man, we're gonna lose to San Francisco. It's gonna be some kind of anomaly. It's gonna be things are just gonna go Garoppolo's way, and they're gonna wind up beating us, and Tony Grossi's gonna blow a load. And I love him. He's a great dude, but he just loves to name Garoppolo, man, and it only helps support his theory that we should have got him. But you look at things now. What do you, wow. Wow. That's, well, autogram, I think. Yeah, I think quarterback autogram, I think, is at this point the most valuable player in almost the NFL, I think. What was going on at the time, nobody was doing this downfield passing. It was like I articulated a couple videos ago. It was RB or Army Navy. It was run very. I don't want to say simple, but very run-oriented NFL at the time. And when Autogram came in, he just fucking blew things out of the water. He did the stuff that you see, Peyton Manning. Who's that other guy that plays for the Saints? Drew Brees, this downfield strike. I think I like Otto Graham. I think I kind of appreciate him for what he did for the league when they entered the what was it? There was two championships. What was that? When the Browns entered, when Otto Graham was the quarterback, um, there was a championship, right? It wasn't the obviously it wasn't the Super Bowl. Um, they entered. Shit. What the fuck? They entered the. It wasn't the NFL. It was. I can't remember. Anyway, the whole country laughed at the Browns for entering this, and this is where, Jesus, if we had any players that would hook on anything, they should hook onto this, which is nobody was doing what they were doing. Um, it was a very, and it's not. I'm not cutting on the dudes. I'm not. I'm not because it works. Very run, dink and dunk type stuff. And then here comes, what's his name? What did I just? Here comes the Browns with their downfield fucking offense, and Otto Graham was like had no hesitation. He would fucking wing it, man. And we whooped ass. We whooped ass. It was the first of its kind. Everybody thought this kind of downfield passing was too risky. And, to this day, I actually think I believe that. But they totally surprised the whole league with what they were doing. And they fucking, blew, who was it, Green Bay? Was it Green Bay? It was the Colts. I can't remember because I'm too fucking stupid. But anyway, yeah, I think Otto Graham's kind of like my favorite because of what he did. He was he had no trouble. These are all military guys too, man. They just came out of the fucking war and they come over to America and they plucking. They fucking play football, because they think it's a great fucking sport. And I think it's a great sport to this day too. That the whole war thing. I just fucking dig that, man. I just dig when the best go up against the best and win or lose and shake hands after the game and really appreciate the greatness. Rod Woodson. Elaborate there, bro. If you don't mind me asking you to elaborate. Wait a minute. I know him, don't I? I know Rod Woodson, don't I? I know Rod Woodson, don't I? What? How come the name isn't filling a blank here? Rod Woodson. I know Rod Woodson, don't I? Is he a linebacker? Or is he a cornerback? Shame on me. Interesting. Interesting. I gotta smoke a cigarette, bro. You know what, Brew? Even as just even if it's just me and you on the stream, did I do that well? Okay, Chuck Nolan. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. He was a corner. Who your other corner was? Um, from the Colts. Jesus Christ. Who was the opposition corner that I was thinking of? That's what kind of threw me off. What's his name was under Chuck Noll too. Indianapolis coach. Jesus Christ. I knew I should have never got stoned. Oh, undercover. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back, guys. Well, hey, Brew. How you doing tonight, bro? You just kind of sticking around home, hanging out, being a fan? Pardon more. Here we go. All right, bro. Oh. Life is good. Life is good, brother. It's just me and you, brother. Let's I want to check out Eight Camel Toes this evening. I don't know if you're into that at all. He's a Carolina fan. Another guy is Mike Mosh. He's a Cowboys fan. These guys are pretty cool. What I want to do, I don't want to rate them. Obviously, that's it's not what we do here on the show. But I'm gonna shut down, get rid of this feed, and I love you, brother. But if you want to show up on Eight Camel Toes feed, and that is his name, eight, number 8 in Camel Toes. I think you should check it out. But I'm gonna roll with those guys. I'm gonna keep drinking. It's only 3 in the morning, so we keep drinking and we keep loving. Um, Unless you think I should keep. I'm not gonna keep rolling here because I can't even fucking talk. But yeah, these 7%ers are whooping my ass, and Jesus Christ, my fucking bifocals. Okay, here we go. Yeah, life is good, buddy, and I'm not going over the troll. I just want to listen to the dude and sit back, relax, have a beer, and comment. Which is it is fun. On your guys' end, it's pretty fucking fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to turn in? You know how much we love you here, bro. You're awesome, and I really fucking appreciate it, man. I do. God bless you guys and your family. I know you guys are doing great. I know you guys are. And I hear it. The boy and the daughters, man, the wife. You guys are doing well. God bless you, man. God bless you. We're gonna turn down here tonight. You guys get some sleep, man, and yeah, be safe, man. We're out of here. Love you, brother.